Hello, everybody. Do I have my microphone on? Do I? Yeah, I do. Okay. Um, Welcome to the world of tomorrow. We are here at the Pokemon League, walking in the wrong direction with Dunsparce. And I guess before things really kick off, this Earthquake TM is definitely in here somewhere, right? It's definitely in here somewhere, so I'm going to do my damnedest to try and find this thing while I can. I don't know where. The only thing I know about it is that I read go down the last hole on 3F. That's the last thing I remember reading. So it can't be there. It said go down last hole on 3F is what it said. So let's try that if we can. What is this? This is just like a dead end. Maybe it's easier to get to there from the end, or there's just somewhere that I didn't go that I could have gone. So let me see. Well, there's an item here that I straight up forgot, but that's not the Earthquake TM. I figure I need Earthquake to be able to beat the game as Dunsparce. It's the only way. Like, I need my Generation 1, like, 9-year-old Harry's Mewtwo. Is that the one up? Is this it? Is that it? That's all I had to do? Well, there we go. Dirty deeds done, Dunsparce. There's some other preparation that I want to do, though, before taking this on, because I want to make sure that we have, like, the best shot possible of, like... What am I doing, like, pussyfooting around here? I might as well just dig. Poor Eggsparce is the only one that's left in the computer. Meanwhile, Hootsparce and Pigsparce and Nunsparce are all out here living it up, like you with the sad face coming up to my place and live it up. I also want to go back to Goldenrod City. Well, Goldenrod City is nowhere I know I can go, but can I just go to Blackthorn City? Would that be easier? What I want to buy is maybe some, like, X accuracy and X attack, or especially X accuracy anyway. I think that's the most important one. If I can use if I can get, like, X accuracy off at the beginning of every battle, then I think that I can just use, like, Thunder and Blizzard to destroy everything. Do you sell it? Of course you don't. Looks like we need to go to the big city. I feel like what's really weird about this game is how there are certain places that are called cities and other ones that are called towns, where it doesn't really make very much sense. Like, for example, Blackthorn City, yeah, it's large, but then even the description is calling it a mountain village. You can't call it a village and a city at the same time. And then you have, like, Cherry Grove City is tiny, right? It's not a city. Cherry Grove City is minuscule. Meanwhile, like, so Cianwood City I get, Olivine City I kind of get, Azalea Town is correct, like, town is appropriate, Goldenrod City is correct, Violet City, Ecrutiac. Ecrutiac City. I'd completely forgotten about that, about Ecrutiac. I suppose Blackthorn City, it couldn't be, like, the final epic city in the game where you fight the Dragon Mistress Claire without it being a city. She just wouldn't accept it. Okay, let me see. What do we want here? No, you don't have them. I think it's your next door neighbor has them, right? And my sister had it. No, you just have mail. Move Pokemon without mail? Am I, like... Which game is that where it says that? Is that, like, not Generation 2? Here we go. Okay, X accuracy. I might as well, like, buy, like, 6 of them, right? Well, no, the most I'm gonna need is 5. Ah, well, whatever. Better to have it than not need it, right? Dire Hit. No. I feel like X special, at least like a couple of them might be useful. As well as like X attack. I have like none of them, so I might as well buy some of them. I have like 100,000 Poké Dollars, right? Just to have them. Like, the way I'm thinking the easiest way to take this on is, one, like, just use X accuracy, then use X special or X attack, depending on what I'm rolling with, right? If I feel I need to, like, I think especially against Lance, the X special is going to be required, you know? And the thing is, the way I see that, that'll help me, like, save PP, right? Because if I'm doing, like, if I'm doing, like, more damage, like, if I'm taking them out in one shot as much as possible, then I won't need as much PP, right? So wait a second, where are we going here? Am I right in thinking as well, and I realize there are, like, 0 viewers right now, so there's, like, nobody to even answer this question, but I'm pretty sure, right, do you know the way here, I can just, like, fly straight to, like, Victory Road and Indigo Plateau? I feel like that wasn't the way it was in Generation 2. I feel like in Generation 2, I had to, like, fly to New Barktown, then surf, like, about, like, 10 paces or something like that. And then I was able to fly to Indigo Plateau and Victory Road, because technically they're part of Kanto. You can even see it up at the top. But, like... So they're part of Kanto, so you weren't able to fly to them until you actually set foot into Kanto in Generation 2. That's definitely true. That can't not be true. So wait a second, we're making preparations here. So one of the things I think I need to do is... Well, one, I need to teach Earthquake to this thing, right? Earthquake and Blizzard. Watch now, you won't even be able to learn it. I'm not doubting you or anything, Dunsparce, right? Yes! I'm telling you, like, I've said it like 100 times, but like Dunsparce has like that really weird, like, as I say, the only thing I can describe it as is like a Generation 1 move pool. Like, it has that same kind of like zany, like diverse move pool as like Lickitung or like Nidoking or something like that, or Clefable or Wigglytuff. Like, they just, like, it can learn everything. Like, it can learn, like, absolutely everything. Yes, forget Dig. So next is the part where we need to, like, figure out how do we want to use... Well, first let's heal up, right? And deposit all these other clowns, these other non-Sparse... They're these, like, imitation Dunsparce. Hello, Conan, how are you? You missed the part where I actually got Earthquake and then went back and bought X Accuracy and X Special, so... We are now, like, you're just in time, we're almost ready. We just need to get rid of these imitation Dunsparce, these wannabes into our computer. I know. I feel like you're just, like, paying me back for always only being there for the very end. You're like, you missed the important part where we bought the X Accuracy. You're just here for the very, very end where we've already done everything. You're just in time for Dunsparce to die like you killed Soren. So wait a second, summary. Is this what we want to go with? Also, loves to eat. just so you know, loves to eat. So wait a second, like, what am I even looking at here? Fire Blast, Blizzard, Earthquake, Thunder. I'm wondering, like, so how many PP ups do I have? And, sorry, I'm trying to, like, figure this out here. So PP up, I have 2. What am I doing here? Nah! How do I hide? Where is this? I can't understand this menu. There we go. Oh my god. So the question is, do I use them like boat on Blizzard? I think or do I use like one on Fire Blast? I think I use like one on Blizzard and one on Fire Blast. I think that's the way to go. And then the rare candy into the bargain. Level 63. And then, like, I think the next thing I do is I just sell all the crap that I don't need, right? We've already discovered in Final Fantasy V that when I have, like, too many menu items, I just cannot compute. Like, there are certain things here that I literally cannot use, like Max Revive. Who needs you? Just give me $4,000. Or, like the HP up I can't use either, because my EVs are already completely maxed. I'll get rid of the potion as well. I swear, like, my biggest enemy when I'm using magic in Final Fantasy V is just that there's too many menu items. Like, especially in, like, the worst part was, like, with the blue magic, because when I kept, like, learning new things, everything kept moving around, so as soon as I got used to where White Wind was, the one thing that I need at, like, a crucial moment of the game, I couldn't find it. Do you know what? I'm gonna, like, sell these things, like Burn Heal as well. Fuck Blaine and his better hope you brought Burn Heal. And so what else do I? So all I have, I have, like, 9 Hyper Potions, 25 Super Potions. I feel like just, like, selling all this as well. Come on. Because I just want to, like, simplify everything. I prefer to just have, like, full heals, hyper potions, full restores. That's all I need to avoid getting confused. Do I sell them? How much does this even sell for? What do you mean you can't buy that? You're supposed to at least, like, get your, like... You're supposed to at least have, like, some like, footage of you going, like, now, I can't tell if this is the real Master Ball, but the good thing is, one of my buddies here, I've called him up. He's a Master Ball expert. He's gonna come around and tell us what we got here. And then they show, like, some guy wearing, like, a flannel shirt, like, some 300-pound guy in a flannel shirt and suspenders come in, and he's like, well, this Master Ball, this is the blah, 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 blah. I think it's worth about, like, maybe like $10,000, and then like the guy behind the counter is like, I'll give you 200 for it. It's like, just like everything else in every Let's Play, we just it all just like reverts to being reality TV, right? So wait a second, what do I want here instead? I want Hyper Potion. Look, I almost bought like 99 of them. I might as well buy 20 of them, right? And full restore. 10. Give me 10 full restore. No, wait a second. 15. 14 full restores. And I still have $70,000? What am I going to do with all this? Can you not, please not just sell me ethers? Like, do you not have, like, some sort of, is there, like, an ether supply chain issue? Is that what's going on here? Oh no, it's just too much. I feel like scared. I'm like scared to continue. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to take this. So, wait a second. Our setup, we have Dunsparce with 227 HP at level 63. Dunsparce the Dunsparce is a lax nature, loves to eat. We met him on September 10th, 2022. Imagine, like, all over, like, 3 months ago. We met Dunsparce in the Dark Cave at level 4. Caught by Hunspar. Serene Grace is so good though, right? Because won't that boost the probability of Blizzard freezing and Thunder paralyzing and Fire Blast burning and all the rest of it? I feel so lucky that the Dunsparce we actually came across was actually so good. Like, I can take the nature being like special defense down, like, whatever, it's not ideal, but it's okay. It's not right, but it's okay. And seriously, I think what better moveset could we have, you know? Conan, your grief for Soren is your eternal punishment. You're going to take that guilt to the grave with you. Anyway, we might as well save here, right? Time to save the game! It's all about the game! And how you save it, it's all about the... What even does that song go like, that Triple H entrance theme? It's like, it's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about control and if you can take it. It's weird. Are we ready for this? Conan, are we ready? Are we ready for this jelly? I'm like not even sure. Like I'm like I feel like it'll either be like surprisingly easy or it'll be like a pain. Or else it'll be easy but there'll be like one specific sticking point that like kicks our asses. I feel like that's very possible to happen. Like I almost feel like what'll happen is that it'll be very doable up until we get to Lance, and he'll just kick our ass. Or surprisingly enough, even though like he was always the wimpiest one to go up against before with a well-rounded team, like I'm worried about Bruno because of like just he's an imposing figure, right? Anyway, time to witness history being made. The world's gonna know my name. I'm gonna be in the Hall of Fame and all that. Are we fully healed up and everything? Yes, we are. Okay. No more Mr. Dunsparce. Oh, yeah, I forgot you. It's Will. Will? He's just... I've trained all around the world, making my Psychic-type Pokemon powerful. And at last I've been accepted into the Elite Four. I can only keep getting better. Losing is not an option. Okay, here we go. He looks like Son of the Mask. It's Son of the Mask. No. Alright. Okay, let's try and get this strategy going here that we are all about, right? Well, wait a second, I don't want to be wasting all of my... Well, let's just try it. I feel like it'll be worth it. I don't think we need the X special for this battle, right? Unless that happens, of course. Come on, Once-y, you can do it. Dunsparce next Onceler confirmed. Yes! There we go. Okay, one down. Like 20 Pokemon to go. Jinx. Do you know what I think is crazy? Acclaimed documentary The Jinx about like I almost always say Fred Durst, but it's about like Robert Durst. Could you imagine like it's not actually Robert Durst, it's Fred Durst. Well, like he featured highly in the Woodstock 99 documentary. They made him out to be like an absolute villain. They were like, Fred Durst caused the apocalypse. He made me experience high tide. Ah. They honestly, in that like Woodstock 99 like documentary, it's crazy. Like the kind of narrative that they impose upon it is insane. Like it's very fun to watch, but like the narrative that's imposed upon it is crazy. Like the way that like and that was like no more noticeable than in like the Fred Durst section where they were like, Fred Durst, they painted him to be like a super villain. He was like he was like Bane or something like that. Like he got like the people of Gotham to rise up and cause utter chaos or something. Fred Durst, the downfall of human society as we know it, right? Okay, so far we are like Once-y here is rinsing Will, and he likes it. Will, otherwise known as Son of the Mask. But yeah, like, the Jinx, which is about, like, the Robert Durst, like, alleged murder, otherwise known as he definitely did it, right? Oh, come on. You and I know this ain't going nowhere. Ha! Okay, 1 down, 4 to go. Elite Four Will has been defeated. Even though I was defeated, I won't change my course. I'll continue battling until I stand above all. Nah, blah. Fuck off. Okay, wait a second. Let's get healed up. I feel like I don't need to, like, restore PP here because the, all I used was, like, 1 or 2 Thunders and 1 or 2 Fire Blasts. I think it'll be okay. Plus, the next is Bruno. We're going to be using, like, Earthquakes and Thunders and Blizzards and... Oh, no, it's Koga. Okay, I forgot about that. I like your digs here. This is, like, so fancy compared to, like, Pokemon Silver. He was just in, like, a little field or something like that. But yeah, like, I watched, like, the Jinx years ago, all except the last episode. And allegedly, like, the last episode is the one that's, like, the most, like, jaw-dropping. It's like, I've seen the whole thing, so I've seen all of the intrigue. But I haven't seen, like, the earth-shattering conclusion of the Jinx. Typical Harry, right? Plays everything all the way up to the end and then leaves it for, like, 10 years. Anyway, Koga's just here jibber-jabbering. He's like, I'm the greatest ninja of all time. Remember when I just used to be gym leader number potentially 5 or 6 or 7 in Kanto? Well, now I'm an Elite 4 member. Okay. I'm just gonna use the X-Accuracy again. I've got nothing to lose, right? Because, like, I bought 7 of them. There's only, like, 5 in the Elite 4. You can only use it, like, once per battle, so whatever. I can no longer escape! Oh dear, how will I ever get over this? I might as well use some, like, Earthquake PP and try and, like, spread it out. See how much this does. I mean, this is a bug, right? It's a level 40 spider. Well, there we go. I guess that's why we use Fire Blast instead. We'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. All in the day's work done for once Paris here. But yeah, then there's like then there's like this the funniest part of that, like, oh come on. How can I relax when you're making me spend all my hard-earned PP here? I'm not made of ethers. Ethers don't grow on... What? What is up with these Pokemon succeeding twice in a row with Protect? It's not correct. It's not correct. But yeah, there's like a really funny part in that, like, in that Woodstock documentary, where there's like some really idealistic lady who like used to be at who was at like the original Woodstock, and then when like the place is obviously like just like descending into chaos, she's like, but people aren't respecting the place. There's trash around the place. And then she like goes around on like a little golf cart with like rubbish bags, and she's like, here, take some rubbish bags and pick it up. I'm like, these are the assholes that are after like dropping it there. Do you seriously think the same assholes that dropped all this shit all over the place are gonna be like, oh, she's got a point. Maybe we should pick it up, you know? Why didn't we think of that? And it's so funny because I think like her daughter is interviewed on it as well, like, and she's just like, you can tell the daughter is like, Mom, please. And then they show footage of her like on the golf, I think it's like on a golf cart, and she's just like, come on, let's pick up this rubbish. It's just sad. This is like a depressing moment in human history. Ah, how to turn tables. Once I hit with this once, you're gone. You can double team all you want. Oh, come on. I've got I've got 2 extra X accuracies here, and I'm not afraid to use them, you know that? Are you for real? Okay, one more chance, seriously? Please just hit. No! Blizzard, come on, just hit, please, once. I can't believe this is going to be our restart point. Is this is seriously double team by a Crobat going to be our restart point? I'm going to use like another X accuracy. Like, I'd prefer to use that than to like waste our PP. I should have done this like a long time ago, really. Come on, I know you got it in ya. Yes! Suck on that. Alright. Venomoth. Hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. I can't believe, like, Double Team made us use, like, what, like 5 Thunders and 2 Blizzards. It's just not okay. It's not okay. I subjected you to everything I could muster, but my efforts failed. I must hone my skills. The next one is Bruno, right? Isn't it? No, not full heal. Hyper Potion. Hyper Potion. Karen. She is, like, very impressive. How? Of course you forgot Will. He looks like he wants. Will is the kind of guy who looks like he'd kill for the mask to be his best friend. Okay, wait a second. How are we doing here? Pokemon, Dunsparce, summary. 0 Thunder, 0 Fire Blast. 7 Earthquake, 3 Blizzard. Not good. I might as well, like, and what comes after that? Then Karen. I'm gonna, like, try. I'm gonna see if we can, like, beat Bruno without, I'm gonna see if we can beat Bruno without, like, I'm gonna see if we can beat Bruno without having to use, like, PP restoration or whatever. But I'm very worried. I'm worried that he's just gonna, like, rip me a new one. Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha! Speaking of hoo-ha, did everybody see, like, that video of, like, Al Pacino presenting at the Video Game Awards? Like, sorry, but was he, like, on like, psychotropic medication or something like that? Seriously? So I think this is where we use, like, the X accuracy and the X special. Because, like, Hitmontop isn't that strong. Hitmontop is, like, jack of all trades, master of none, spinning around on his head, using counter. And I feel like this is, like, the battle where we need the X special. because we can't afford to, like, get, like, hit by some shit like Focus Punch or Dynamic Punch or, like, some crap. Yeah, dig all you want. Do you want to know what we do to people like you when they dig underground? My mom! I don't know, there was something about, like, the, like, enunciation of that. That was, like, poetry in motion, by the way. That was the motion of the ocean. Okay, Hitmonlee. So wait a second. We want blizzards and earthquakes, blizzards and earthquakes. So one blizzard. See, that's not good. One of them could go, like, I don't know. I'm just, like, scared of, like, Machamp. Like, look, that took out, like, half of my HP. If I get hit by one more of them, like, we could just get into the death spiral here. What? It didn't kill it? It didn't kill it. This is my worry here, is that we'll get into the death spiral of just, like, healing and hoping that it misses, right? Okay, we're back to square one now. Like, will Earthquake maybe do more damage? I'm wondering. I'd prefer to use, like, potentially, like... Okay, that's actually not bad. As long as I don't hit myself. Yes! Somehow I knew this was going to be, like, the scary battle, because, like... Okay, well, but now I'm actually even more scared because of Swagger. Like, this is the one that I'm really scared of. Like, this is the one that I'm, like, terrified of. Like, what would be lovely is if we actually got the attack off and froze it. I want to, like, freeze this guy. Just please get frozen. Just please. No, you didn't get frozen. Why not? Have you ever thought about it? No. Like, this is gonna kill me. That's serious, that's bad news bears. I might as well use the full restore. Won't the full restore heal my confusion as well? Like, what I'm wondering now is, does Cross Chop have 5 HP or 10 HP? Or PP, rather. Like, if he gets a critical hit, I'm done for. Five? Oh, thank you. And hi, Mayo. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. So this is cross chop number 3. We have to look, like, basically what I'm gambling on here is, like, looking out and not getting hit by a critical hit 5 times. And then it'll be forced to do something else other than cross chop. That's, like, what I'm hoping, like, gambling on so far. Yeah, like, we had a tough time. Like, Will we rinsed him. Koga we did, like, well against up until, like, Crobat used double team 6 times and made us use all of our PP for Thunder and most of our PP and Fire Blast. So, like... like, basically just, like, being a pain in the ass, really, is all it was doing. And now we're on to Bruno, and, like, I kind of anticipated that this would be the, like, very scary battle, right? Okay, so was that 5? I thought I saw that ticking down, and I was like, don't tell me that's the critical hit now all of a sudden. Okay, so what's it gonna do now? Focus Punch, Dynamic Punch, some shit like that? No, Revenge. Okay, well, what's this gonna do? Was I faster than it? I can't remember. So what does he have left? I think he has like Hitmonchan and Onyx left, right? I'm gonna go with Earthquake. We got like the Swagger, like we got Swagger Jaggered by Hitmonlee. So I'm hoping that this like double damage from Earthquake is enough to take it out. Okay. We stalled him out, okay. We're getting there. Okay, Onyx. Blizzard should be enough to take him out. Like, this is, like, sorry, bye. Do you remember that song, Swagger Jagger? What was her name again? Cheryl something or whatever? Her name wasn't Cheryl, was it? I know there's, like, Cheryl Cole. It's not Cheryl Cole. Cheryl Cole would never, like, stoop to some shit like that. But, like, Hitmonchan punches like Chun-Li kicks. You guys cook like old people fuck. Cut to clip of Gordon Ramsay sniggering to himself like he can't help it. Okay, we did it. Thank you. What was that girl's name that she was on X Factor and she did that song Swagger Jagger? And that song Swagger Jagger was pretty much like Cher Lloyd, that's it, not Cheryl. Cher Lloyd, I hate her. That song was the worst. It was basically just Huckleberry Hound. That's honestly what it was. Oh my god. Your floor looks like a little girl's ceiling in the 90s. Do you remember those like glow-in-the-dark stars you could get to put on your ceiling? Okay, I think this is where we use, like, how many? We have 2 max elixirs, so we might as well use 1 now, and then we use 1 when we're going fighting Lance if we have to, right? Like, what does this do? We might as well use the regular elixir, the elixir. It was basically Huckleberry Hound. It was literally like, Swagger Jagger, Swagger Jagger, da 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 da. Da 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 do 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 do. It was awful. It was actually like, oh hi Austin. Really? Is she in like? Are you talking about the? Are you talking about like what I'm thinking of right now is, do you know that ad for like the spray that you spray into the toilet before you take a shit, and then it like creates like a protective film on the surface of the water, so when you take a crap it like stops the stink lines from coming out of the toilet. Is that her? Is that like her in that ad, or are you talking about something else? Because like that ad is so crazy. There's this ad that used to be, I can't remember what the product was called, but it shows like some like she's supposed to look like she's on like a Hollywood red carpet or whatever, and it's like she arrives, but oh no, she's so glamorous, but she has to take a shit, you know? And she can't let anybody know that she's actually going to defecate in a toilet. So she has this like spray. This is a product you can buy, by the way. I know this sounds like something off of the Amanda Show, but it's actually a product you can buy. Like this little spray, like that you put, like you spray into the toilet before you take a crap. And then like it showed actually pieces of crap going into the water, but they looked like donut-shaped things. I'm like, people don't make crap that looks like that. They look like donuts, right? Going into the water, and then, like, because of this spray, there's like a film on the surface of the water that prevents the stink from coming out of the toilet. So you'll be able to go to your red carpet event without your reputation being destroyed by having had to defecate in a toilet. What? How do I not know what this video is? How do I not know what this video is that you're talking about? Oh, no, now I know the one you're talking about. Now I know the one that you're talking about. I love that video. The one with like the 2 girls, and then the mom comes in and is like, which one of you didn't flush the toilet? It's disgusting. I know, exactly. They're in like their bedroom filming something. It's like the best one ever. It's like the English equivalent of like the mom chasing her kids with the pot. Like, it's... Oh my god. It's too much. Okay, let's use the elixir. Drink the elixir. The elixir. I know which one you're talking about now. Also, that thinking of that video just reminded me of I'm in me mum's car. Beep beep. Get out me car. I don't know why, but it just made me think of that video. Another classic. Don't get me started talking about, like, videos. Like, once I start talking about one YouTube video or on some, like, random old Vine or something like that, I'm never able to stop. Okay, wait a second. Can we finally fight her? She's been sitting there looking at us. I bet you Karen uses that spray in her toilet so no one can tell she took a shit in it. That's what it is. She's such a glamour puss. Alright, here we go. I am Karen of the Elite Four. Your Dunsparce? How amusing. I love Dark-type Pokemon, even though I have hardly any of them because there are none of them in this game yet. I'm known for my overpowering tactics. Ooh. Think you can take them? Just try to entertain me. Let's go. She is so class. I love how she just, like, arrives in the gym. She's like, yeah, I'm like a mom in capri trousers and a tank top. Like, suck it, you know? Okay, wait a second. Here we go. The usual X accuracy. I'm so glad I thought of this, like, X accuracy thing, because if I was like, not this again, please, deliver me. I need to just, like, get rid of this thing. The thing that I'm worried about here is Curse. If I end up getting, like, cursed by Gengar, it's gonna fucking destroy me. Can we not, please? Do you know what's crazy as well? Like, even though we have Serene Grace, the ability... Took the words right out of my mouth. What?! Are you for real? I was just about to say, like even though we have Serene Grace, it hasn't, like, procced, like, at all, I feel, for the entire Let's Play. And then, of course, just when I'm in the middle of saying that, it goes and happens, right? Then I go and spoil it all by doing something stupid like explode you, and then you go and use a full restore, jackass. We are fighting member 4 of the Elite Four. She's the 4th member of the DK crew. Karen. She has amazing hair and legs for days, wears capris, yellow high heels, and a tank top. She's like MILF Manor. Oh my god. So wait a second, I watched the trailer for MILF Manor and I also sent it to my friend, who was also of similarly discerning taste. Okay, let's not do this now. Who's also of similarly discerning taste. So, first of all, who has and who has not seen the trailer for this MILF Manor thing? I need to know. Before I continue, because I want to know. If everyone's like, of course I've seen it, then I don't need to explain what it is, right? Don't use curse, please. Please don't curse me. Don't curse me, please. What? This is gonna straight up kill me. I should have used Thunder because of the chance to paralyze. That would have been the smart thing to do, right? Here I was, like, wondering, like, maybe it'll curse me. No, it'll just, like, fucking Hadouken me into the wall. 5 PP. Nice one. Thanks, Mayo. And worse accuracy, actually, so even better, right? Ooh, yes! I'm loving this Quick Claw. I'm loving how this, like, Quick Claw is, like, going off. This Quick Claw has been, like, was the best decision I ever made in this Let's Play. Okay, Houndoom. Anyway, this MILF Manor thing, right? Because it's obviously imperative that you know what it is. Basically what it is it's like kind of it's like Beauty, it's literally Beauty and the Geek. That's what it is, like, in terms of, like, what it is. Like, you have, like, type 1 of people, and in like, one, like, mansion with type 2 of people, romance ensues, right? The type 1 people, like, the type A people, are all, like middle-aged moms, right? And the type B people are all young men, right? So you can see where this is going. So they have, like, this whole thing where they're, like, they have this whole kind of spiel where they have, like, the moms talking, and they're like, I just want somebody to love me for who I am, not because of the age I am. And they're like, I just think that it's time for me to have some fun in life. And they all have, like, these fancy jobs. They're not like, I'm in me mom's car. Like, they're not that kind of, like, mom. Like, they're all, like, these kind of, like, they're like Karen that we're fighting right now. They all look like her. Like, they literally all look like this gym, like her. They look like her, all of them, right? And they're like these high-powered, like, marketing execs and all this shit, right? And, like, what is that? Pluck? Like, did you? I just thought of, like, that part where it's like you have this with the sword that says luck, and then you P in front of it and it says pluck. But so they're all, like, these high, like, these like marketing like execs and all this kind of shit, right? And the strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon, yada yada. Selfish perception of people. Truly skilled trainers should try to win with the Pokemon they love best. I like your style. You understand what's important. Is she going to invite me to MILF Manor? That's kind of what this looks like. This is what, like, it looks like. We're in the mansion. You have, like, one young boy and one, like, 40-year-old sexy lady. That's literally what the show is. But anyway, they have, like, this whole thing about, like, introducing the people and blah blah blah, right? And then they're showing, like, they start showing, like, the young men, like, filing in. They're like, they don't show their faces, they only show, like, their legs walking in, and then they show their torsos, and then they're like, the narrator is like, there's going to be a shocking twist, right? And then it just goes like, and all, like, the MILFs are like, like the end of the, like, the Nirvana the Banda show We Shop channel video. And, like, I sent it to my friend and I was like, so the shocking twist, like, I refuse to watch this show if the shocking twist isn't that the young men are, like, their, like, sons and nephews and stuff like that. It has to be, like, you have, like, woman number A is, like, having a romance with woman number B's 21-year-old son, and woman number B is having, like, a dirty, flirty evening with woman number C, woman letter C's, like, nephew who goes to MIT or blah 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 blah. It has to be, right? It has to be. Like, I would be all for it. Anyway, is it not the case that when we walk through that door, like when Belle and I walk out that door, we just, like, auto walk up to Lance? I think that's what happens. Anyway, we took out Karen. Thankfully, Gengar didn't curse us. Like, I curse you. So, like, I think we're, like, ready for this. Like, I think we're ready for this. I'm just wondering, like, what the best thing to do is. Like, do I go ahead and use the max elixir? Like, I have, like, what do I have here? Like, what does Lance even have? I'm trying to remember what his, like, team is. I think his team is, like, Gyarados, Aerodactyl, Sandshrew, Tentacruel, Aerodactyl, Ammonite, Slowpoke, Dragonair, Magmar, whatever it says, like, whatever the last one is. I can never remember what it is. It's definitely Sandshrew, Tentacruel, Aerodactyl, Ammonite, Slowpoke, Dragonair, Magmar. What comes after the Magmar? I feel like it's something with, like, one syllable. Dragonair, Magmar. Is it even Dragonair, Magmar? Anyway, whatever. I think it's, like, Gyarados, Aerodactyl, then, like, 3 Dragonites, a Charizard, and, like, something else. Isn't it? Rhydon? I have Rhydon in my head for some reason. I have no idea. So wait a second. We have 6 Thunders, 4 Fire Blasts, 5 Earthquakes, 6 Blizzards. Earthquake isn't even going to hit any of his Pokemon, so I don't give a shit about that. 6 Blizzards might be all we need. 6 Thunders, 4 Fire Blasts. Mewtwo, Tentacruel, Aerodactyl, Ammonite, Slowpoke, Pidgeot, Arbok. That's all, folks. That's it. Oh my god. Pidgeot, Arbok. That's all, folks. You take care of the singing. I'll take care of the hard part. Are they, like, literally, like, the same guy? That is also the, like, the only part that I half know. Are they, like, literally the same guys who do, like, Kirby right back at you? Like, it sounds like it's totally, like, the same guy. What am I doing here? I'm deciding whether I want to use a max elixir or not. Well, what I might as well do is just save, and then I'll either beat his ass, or, like, I'll die, and then I'll use the max elixir, alright? How does that sound? Alright, Karen. See you in MILF Manor. Look at these, like, swinging, like, this, like, Pit and the Pendulum stuff, or whatever it is. What the hell? I remember in, like, Gen 2, you just, like, walked down a corridor or whatever. Okay, now it auto-battled me. I've been waiting for you. Hunspar. Charmeleon! Wartortle! It's crazy. I knew that you, with your skills, would eventually reach me here. There's no need for words now. Oh my god, Lance? Kind of making me feel a certain kind of way here. We'll battle to determine who is the stronger of the two of us, as the most powerful trainer and as the Pokemon League champion. I, Lance, the Dragon Master, accept your challenge. And I, Hunspar, the Dunsparce Master, am gonna kick your ass. What an outfit, by the way. Alright. Okay, what do? We do... Also, like, what the hell is up with the Elite Four Champions Pokemon being, like, level 46? Not that I'm complaining, but, like, hey, X accuracy. I'm so glad that I had this idea. Like, I feel like this would have been, like, without X accuracy, this would have been, like, twice as difficult. I feel if we get off, like, X accuracy, that did, like, hardly anything. This Dunsparce is, like a brick shithouse. Wait a second, I feel like with, like, X accuracy and X special, we might be alright. This guy isn't doing much damage, so do I take the opportunity? Do I have, like, an X speed as well? Of course, that's, like, the only one I don't have, right? It's the only one I don't have. I'm gonna go ahead and use the other X special, because if he's just sitting there doing waterfalls, like an Ultramaroon, I might as well take advantage of it. Now that I think of it, X speed would have been nice as well, just because, like, what the hell? No. Okay. Oh my god. Let's get this show on the road, right? Is this the part? Is this like the battle team that goes like or whatever? Again, this is like another example of a track where I almost feel like it's more effective in like the original game. Yeah, maybe it is actually. There's like a lot of tracks in this where like I find like the DS sound palette does not help it sound better. Like, I feel like on the original Game Boy, a lot of these tracks just sounded cooler. Like there was something cooler about them. Like I feel like the Nintendo DS, it's like they make it like it's like a kid using Sibelius for the first time. He's like, I want all the instruments, you know? Oh my god, we're faster? Are you faster than a Dragonite? Are you smarter than a 10-year-old? How is that? Well, I'm not gonna complain, like, but like, how is this happening? Can you imagine Lance right now? Like, that's what I'd love to see. It's almost like that like legendary episode where the Bellsprout kicks all of Ash's Pokemon up the ass, right? And destroys his entire team. That's like what Lance is experiencing right now. He's like, lol, what? It's time for some dirty deeds done Dunsparce. I'm even getting my bubbly ready. Okay, let's not get cocky here, because all I need is for, like, something like... All I need is for something stupid to happen, like Aerodactyl uses Hyper Beam and it's a critical hit or something, and then I just die. Okay, that's not great. Don't kill me, please. And don't flinch me either. I only just realized that is the chance to flinch just now as well. Okay, like, I think Aerodactyl is, like... is faster than us. That's what I'm worried about, so I'm actually going to go ahead and heal here. Yeah, that's it. I'm actually going to go ahead and heal because... like, what I'm worried about is Aerodactyl being faster than us using Hyper Beam, and then we just eat shit. That's, like, I think it would be, like, such, like, a okay, Rock Slide. Okay, Aerodactyl using Rock Slide and flinching us also wouldn't be good. If we're slower, but maybe we're not. Give him the Thunderbolt, Raichu. Come on, Dunsparce. The Once-Parse is real. What? The Quick Claw? Come on. The Once-Parse is real! Yes! Congratulations! 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 Oh my god, I've become truly powerful, Hunspar. It's all about the Dunsparce. It's all about the game and how you play it. So, Lance, are you coming to MILF Manor with me? Oh my god. Well, who's this now? Oh, it's DJ Mary. Professor Oak, if you weren't so slow. Elder abuse, much? Ah, Hunspar, it's been a long while. You certainly look more impressive. Impressive! Your conquest of the league is just fantastic. Your dedication, trust, and love for your Pokemon made this happen. Did I talk already during this, like, streaming series about, like, that weird, like, part before? We were talking about, like, Pokemon the first movie, the last stream, weren't we? But, like, do you remember in, like, Pokemon the first movie where, like, Alakazam makes Professor Oak's pants disappear? Congratulations, Dunsparce. Wonderful! Wonderful, this work is impeccable. Dunsparce. Dunkleo stews. I still haven't found that video. I'm starting to think it doesn't exist. Dunsparce, could you come with me and back? DJ Mary's like, oh, Professor Oak is like, Mary, let's just leave these two kids alone, right? We're going to MILF Manor. Karen's going to be there. Who else would be, like, if there was, like, Pokemon MILF Manor? Lorelei, definitely. You'd have, like, Lorelei, Karen. Trying to think who else. This is where we commemorate the league champions for all eternity. Their courageous Pokemon are also inducted. This is going to be the most epic moment of all time. Dunsparce, the Once-Parse, Oncey, Dunsparce new Onceler confirmed, being inducted into the Pokemon Hall of Fame. The world's gonna know his name. A trainer who feels compassion for and trust towards all Pokemon. A trainer who succeeded through perseverance and determination. Claire, yeah, I think Claire would be there. Yeah, imagine Claire is there, right? And it's just like I said, Lance shows up and it's like, Claire's cousin is in a steamy romance with Lorelei or whatever. It's like, and it causes friction between the various Pokemon MILFs of MILF Manor. Oh my god, it's too much. It's too much. Well, probably Felony Melanie would be there, wouldn't she? She'd have to be there. She's like the only one that we know is definitely a mom. There it is! Dunsparce. Was there just like a knock on my door? 2 seconds. This is amazing. Look at this. I need to like screenshot this 2 seconds. for posterity. This is amazing. Oh my god. There was nobody at the door, by the way. So wait a second, like, how many would you usually have? Usually there's like 10 of them, right? How many have we thought of so far? We've got Claire, Karen, Lorelei, Melanie from Sword and Shield. What was that? We just exploded? We just got blasted into space? The golfing one, the flying type one. What's her name again? Something with a K. She'd definitely be there as well with the golf club. That would be totally like a thing that it'd have. It'd be like you'd see like one of them being like interviewed, and she'd be like, "So today we and the boys we're going out to shoot some golf." Blah 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 blah. And of course, Miss like champion golfer thinks that she's all that, and she's got a few things to show us. Well, I've got a few things to show her, and then like chaos ensues, shots fired. Agatha, yeah, I feel like Agatha. it would definitely be there, tearing shit up. No Whitney. No Whitney. No Whitney. Who's like that new psychic gym leader that's in Scarlet and Violet? She'd probably be there. I imagine. What a posse. Could you imagine? Like, what a collection of people we have there so far. And then just Silver and Lance there just for fun. Probably Raihan and Leon as well. Wasn't like... am I right in remembering that like the end of Gold, Silver, Crystal, like the end credits was like Executor Oddish? Well, it wasn't really, but that's what it looked like. So like that Parrot and Pikachu's vacation where it goes like Executor Oddish, Executor Oddish, Executor Oddish. Like that's what the end credits looked like on the Game Boy one, right? You just had like the credits and then like on top and bottom you had like a banner of various Pokemon like in a pattern from left to right across the screen. Oh, Hoppip. Oh, of course, you want to know who else would be there? The girl's mom from Sun and Moon. Another character we technically know is a mom. Anyway, if you haven't seen this trailer, then look it up. It's like, looks like the biggest load of trash you've ever seen. But like, it's almost like you can't look away, right? One of those things. The end. Listen to this. This is like the end credits to like... What's the Mario game I'm trying to think of? Is it like Super Mario World 2? Or not Super Mario World 2. Super Mario Brothers 2? Is that what it's making me think of? I'm not sure. Anyway, this is the end. We have become Pokemon League champion. Hunspar and Dunsparce. Keeping it real. Mario 2. Yeah, I think it is Mario 2. Mario Brothers 2. So what next? I suppose it's time to head to Kanto, right? It's like 8:15. We've got like so much time. We won't be going for like an hour. Somebody stop me. Hi, Hunspar. Professor Elm told me that I should head over to Milf Manor right now. He has something to give you. The TV is playing a movie. Two boys are in a cave searching for is it the Goonies? Is my mom just like sitting here watching the Goonies on TV? I'm like, we're like, my mom just watches the Goonies every day. Since her mental break following her appearance on Milf Manor, Ethan's mom just sits at home watching the Goonies every single day. Hunspar, there you are. I called because I have something for you. See, it's an SS ticket. Now you can catch Pokemon in Kanto. Oh, we get to go on the SS Aqua. But you already knew that, didn't you? After all, you've adventured all over with your Pokemon. Give my regards to Professor Oak. Well, like Professor Joke. So in like the newest like AVGN video, the one about Garfield, one of the lines in it, spoiler alert, one of like the lines in it is literally, Garfield, more like Barfield. I don't know, it's just like... Garfield, more like Barfield. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. It's just the word Barfield. It's like it was the best of times, it was the blurst of times. It's funny for the exact same reason that it's just like, it's just a funny word by virtue of the fact that it begins with B all of a sudden. Anyway, here's Cherry Grove City. You missed my rant as well about how I was talking about how, like, Cherry Grove City doesn't deserve to be called that. This glorified little podunk village. I wonder if like Dunsparce says anything after becoming like champion of the world. It's glowing with health. It's so turgid and full of rich blood flow. Withdraw. Do you remember I was talking about like what texture Dunsparce would be to touch, right? Well, when I was in like a couple of weeks ago, I was in we were buying Lego for our nephew as a Christmas present, right? And we got up to the counter, and in Smith's Toys, like in a lot of toy shops, I imagine, when you get up to the counter, there's all this stuff, like these little cheap little things that will catch kids' eye, so that they'll be like, oh, can I get this stupid little piece of crap? It's only this much, you know? Right? Well, there was some piece of shit that caught my eye. Right? And I can't, I'm actually going to show you a picture of it, because I can't, like, I'm not going to be able to do it justice unless I take a picture of it. Or, like, I have a picture of it from sending it to someone else. Don't I? I think I do. Do I? Maybe I don't. Maybe I have it on my phone. Where is my phone? This is going to be worth it, trust me. You don't know what you ain't seen nothing yet. No, baby. No, you ain't seen nothing yet. Okay, well look, this isn't like the best video of it. Hang on a second. Copy. I'm busy. Hang on, I'm nearly there. I just need to, like, fix it up. Will that phone stop ringing, please? I'm coming. Jesus Christ. Lyra, fuck off. Gee, my God. So, hang on a second. I need to, like, add this picture now. So, anyway, I was up at the we were up at the counter waiting in the queue to get this Lego, and I saw a little box of little dogs, right? That's what it was. So, they were like little sausage dogs. Little, like, rubbery sausage dogs, right? And I, like, picked one up, and as soon as I picked one up, I was like, oh my God, this is so fun to hold. Because it had this kind of, like, soft yet also kind of like resistant feeling, like it's filled with some sort of like sand or something like that, but it's like rubbery, and like you can like squish it, so you can like change, like almost like Stretch Armstrong, you can like mold it, like molded by it, you can like mold it, right? And like, so the only picture I have is a picture I took of it. The only picture I have is a picture I took of it after I had, like, deformed it and molded it. So, of course, Discord, or not Discord, of course, I'm just gonna put it into Discord at this stage, because can I, like, not convert this to a JPEG? Your guys, like, you're sitting there being like, this better be worth it. Yes, use JPEG, JPG. Plus image eats patty dog. What? Already exists. Dog already exists? Oh. Where did it go? Where's dog now? I don't think it counted as like a JPEG. Hang on a second. Convert image to JPEG, actual size, convert to there we go. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Properties, browse. Wait till you see this. It'll all be worth it. Why is it so big? Why was it so unexpectedly large? Anyway, this is what it looks like. That's not what it looks like normally. Normally it just looks like a little sausage dog, right? But this was like, I like shook it around and all of like the like contents went up into its head and made it look like it has gigantism. Oh my god. Anyway, to come full circle, this dog, the way this dog feels with its like rubbery skin and its like soft yet resistant texture or like consistency is what I imagine Dunsparce feels like. This kind of like rubbery yet like, and then like soft yet like resistant feel. Oh my god. It's like I don't even know where to look at this thing. It's anyway, let's get back to business here. We're trying to get to Olivine City. Is that where I am now? I need to get HeartGold. I might as well get them all out, right? Hang on a second. Shake them all about. Just in case I end up needing them randomly in Kanto. The thing is, like, Kanto will go by really quick because it's literally just like gym battle after gym battle after gym battle, isn't it? If I remember correctly. Well, it's Professor Oak. Starting to have an attitude of a champion, Dunsparce. Time for your Pokédex to match who you are. Let me see your Pokédex for a second. Manager mode. We are not completing the National Pokédex. It's going to stay at 5 forever. Oh, here we go. We're departing for Kanto. Fancy stuff. Wow. Look at this. Are we going to MILF Manor on a ship like this? The hell? Excuse me, I was in a hurry. My granddaughter's missing. What? Oh, battle time. I'm wondering if, like, I'm wondering what level I'll end up being by the end of this. Like, I feel like to take on Red, because we are going to, right? We have to. Like, we can't not. Oh no! Didn't I make this mistake the last time? I made this mistake the last time of doing a double battle, even though I shouldn't. It's Meg and Peg. It's like, it's mush and smush. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna Earthquake, you clowns. And I'll use the Pokeball. Like, I'm thinking in, like, that what I'll do is, like, I'll do all of Kanto, and it doesn't, like, I know it doesn't in, like, Gen 2. Oh my god, is this thing gonna grow up, like, 20 levels now? Oh, for fuck's sake. No, just stop. Stop. You're as bad as that Ocarina of Time owl. All I want to do is skip your text. Stop. This isn't your streaming series. Do you know what? Just for that. There. How'd you like them apples? That's for trying to steal the spotlight from Dunsparce. Oh my god, of course. I can't control this all of a sudden, like, I've lost control of my mind. I can't believe, like, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Like, I can't believe that, like, Christmas has just, like, come out of nowhere. It feels like, I can't, like, it's still, like, inconceivable that Christmas would be, like, all of a sudden right now, like, right here, right now, this weekend. Take that mush and smush. Like, it doesn't seem possible that that's what's happening. How many rooms are on this thing? There's, like, trainers everywhere here. Are you alone? Then let's battle. Sorry, Mayo. You missed, like, the whole explanation of what that is. Funnily enough, what I was the way that this thing came up in conversation was that I was saying that, like, the texture of that dog, it is a dog, believe it or not. It just looks like it has shaken baby syndrome. The story of that dog is that, like, like, for me, the texture of that thing feels like what Dunsparce's texture would be. I thought that as well, like, the belongs in the trash, bold and brash. It like gives me that kind of vibe as well. I think it's the color makes it seem that way as well, or like it makes it evocative of that. Are you the guy who lost their child? But yeah, so, like, that dog is, like, it's kind of like a rubbery texture, and then it, like, is filled with some sort of material, like sand or something, and it's kind of soft and squidgy. So it's kind of, like, soft yet firm at the same time, in a word, turgid, right? So, like, that's why I was saying, like, for me, that dog has, like, the same, like, feeling that I imagine Dunsparce's body would have. This guy just looks like Mugashu or something. something. So yeah, and then like that's why I had to like I was trying to describe what it was. So then I was like, oh, I have to show. I'll just show you a picture of it, but the only picture I have of it, and I can't take a new one because it's at work. I left it at work, which is the best place for it, to be honest. The only picture I had was that, which was after, like, you can tell that what I did was, like, I shook it really hard, and all of the material inside, like, went up into its head, making it look like it has gigantism, because you can tell, like, now the body is kind of all collapsed and empty. It's just wrong. It's just like it's just a thing that shouldn't exist. Like Son of the Mask, that's what it is. It's like the dog from Son of the Mask had sex with another dog while still wearing the mask, and then a puppy was born with all of the properties of the mask. Is that like a pipe? Like a Mario pipe? It's like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Oh, I can sleep here. Comfy bed, time to sleep. Do you remember in like Sun and Moon when like you could like sleep in any bed you wanted to? Like you could be like, oh, this bed is nice. This bed smells like a sailor. Like, your character was really into, like, trying out people's beds. Other people's beds. Yeah, in Sun and Moon. I'm not imagining that, am I? That is a thing, isn't it? Hey, Tubbs. You can, like, it's like Four in a Bed, another reality TV show. Does Four in a Bed exist on the other side of the Atlantic, I wonder? Conan will know what I'm talking about, but like, I'm wondering, does it exist like across the pond, so to speak? Four in a Bed is basically what happens is you have like multiple B&B owners, right? And they each go and stay in each other's B&Bs. And then, like, rate them and review them. So it's pretty much like Come Dine With Me. It's like the exact same format as Come Dine With Me, except instead of going for a dinner party, they go and they, like, stay overnight and they have, like, dinner and breakfast, or they have breakfast there and stuff like that, and get entertained. It's literally just like Come Dine With Me, except it's staying in a B&B instead of going to someone's house for dinner or whatever. And like it's always the same. What happens is you have like they go in and they're in the room and they're like, oh well, it seems nice, and then they start like they pull like the plug out of the shower and they're like, look at all of this gunk that's under the drain in the shower, and I'm like, what? Do you mean to tell me that like you would expect someone to go and like tear the place apart, like pull out the plumbing of the shower just so they could be like, look how unclean it is? You know? Yeah, dating shows like MILF Manor. What the hell is happening in here? Is he the guy sleeping in the bed? Is it that guy? I don't remember having to do this on the SS Aqua. Who are you? Oh, you're a ninja boy. Or else you, like, you have as well, like, you have, like, the, I feel like in the, in like UK and Ireland, you only have like the only kind of like medical reality TV show is Embarrassing Bodies. That's the only one. There are no other ones. Like, that's the only kind of like medical reality TV show. But like, I feel like in the States, like, they're everywhere. Like, there's My 600 Pound Life, of which I'm a connoisseur, as you know. There's also like Dr. Pimple Popper. There's also like The Toe Bro. There's also like My Feet Are Killing Me. There's like so many different like medical related like reality TV shows. It's bizarre. Embarrassing Bodies is kind of funny, to be honest. It's watchable. Magmar! Destroyer of Worlds, Magmar. For me, like, it has to be like a certain type of reality show. There's like a lot of reality TV shows that I won't watch because I find they're like too, like intensely, like exaggeratedly dramatic. And again, like I've said, like I think a lot of what like turns me off a lot of reality TV is like the sound design and music. Like I find it so disruptive. Like a lot of the sound design and music is all like this dramatic like orchestra strikes and like and it's like I can't listen to it. Like it's really like it's so disruptive. Whereas like there are some like reality TV shows that are a little bit more quiet, you know. Who's been sleeping in my bed? Hey. What? I wake you up? Stop your ass getting fired? This is the thanks I get? Like, I think that's why, like, I find My 600 Pound Life so watchable, because all you the only soundtrack you have is kind of like depressing piano music every now and then. And Hoarders is another one where, like, I've watched a lot. Again, because it's just, you don't have like that annoying sound design. You just have like, oh, this is what's happening now, and they show the people talking, they show the people doing. But the stuff like, you know, Real Housewives or like 90 Day Fiancé and things like that, I can't watch them. Like the way that they're like constructed. As well, like, I'm a really impatient person. That's the other thing. I have, like, such a short attention span. And the way those shows are put together a lot of the time has, like, so much repeated footage. Like, it's like there's an ad break, and then, like, after the ad break, it shows, like, the end, like, about, like, 30 seconds to a minute that you already seen, and then continues on from the... It's like, I can't watch that. Like, I can't watch things that are, like, edited in that way. Hey, Empolo! I'm really, really sorry, but, like, we're already champion of the world. We're on the XS Aqua now. But I understand it's all for the Christmas shopping. Very important. I'm so glad that I got all of the Christmas shopping done already. Because it means that I don't have to worry about it. I was going to keep it a secret anyway. Like, I just find I'm really curious about people. I think that's why I like some reality TV shows that are like more fly on the wall kind of stuff. Like, I like the kind of fly on the wall kind of reality TV where it's just like people being people, right? For better or for worse, to be honest. A lot of the time for worse. But like, it's the ones where like the people are trying to be like, you can tell that they're like, I'm gonna be on TV and everyone's gonna see me, you know, like they're the ones that I can't stand. As I say, things like 90 Day Fiancé and stuff like that. Fuck yeah, Sea King. Where did that even come from, I wonder? I'd love to see, like, the Sea King Iceberg YouTube essay, right? I think, like, with the cooking things, like, I think, like, Kitchen Nightmares is a really good example, because, no, I can't watch things about people with children. I can't watch things where it's like, this person has, like, kids, this person is, like, Octomom, this person is, like, Septomom, this person is, whatever, gave birth to 20 children. I can't watch that kind of stuff. So today, Mitch and I are gonna go shopping, and you know, when you have 16 kids, that can be kind of a big deal. That should cut to, like, getting all the kids into, like, 2 cars, blah 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 blah. When you have 10 kids, you have to make sure that every penny goes as far as it can, so coupons are a really important way to do that. I like to get all the kids in on it. Cut to, like, 5-year-old kid with, like, talking like they have a gun pointed at them, going like, the other kids at school say my mom is the coupon crazy mom. It's like that like, that's exactly what it is, like. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm, like, reading through on the thing. Like, things about, like, this is the family that has this many kids. I'm like, I can't watch them. I'm like, I don't care. It's like, it's not like you didn't, like, have the kids, you know? It's not like they just appeared there. You waited 9 months every time for them to show up, you know? This little girl keeps asking me to play with her. Ouch! Please don't stretch my ear. Captain, play with me, please. I'm bored. What? Are they going to do Puff Puff or Pat Pat? What? Please. All I'm trying to do is get to Kanto here. There are these people, they're like, yeah, those like people like those Duggar people. They're totally those kind of holier than thou types who are like, we have such a perfect life. And it's like, I know you can't, that can't be true. I know it was you. Yeah, haha, you found me. Yeah, do. Didn't they, like, name all of their kids, like, Kingdom Hearts characters as well? Like, all their kids' names started with the same letter, right? Didn't they? Oh, a metal coat. Just what I need. Can I evolve my Dunsparce into Machine Dramon or something like that? Yeah, I know, that whole, like, saga, like, the whole, like, part, like, it's just awful. It's just, like, disgusting. We've arrived in Vermilion City. Okay, so Vermilion City's music in... Have I ever even done this? I don't think I've ever got this far in this game, now that I think about it. I didn't even register that the first time I beat the Elite Four in HeartGold Soul Silver was just now with Dunsparce. Because I never played this far on my original cartridge, I don't think. Which is unbelievable to me. But, in, like, the original games in Gen 2, Vermilion City is, like... my Goofy. the original in the original Gen 2 games, the, like, Gen 2 remix of Vermilion City was one of my favorite tracks in the game. Like, I adored it. So I'm really excited to hear what it sounds like now in, like, Gen 4. Probably again, like, overwrought, right? Oh, this is amazing. This is so good. Out of my way, Tubbs. What? This thing is still there? In the water? Like Raikou was in the water? By running on water is beyond me. Still, I'm starting to see a pattern. Suicune prefers water. What? I could have told you that. That means it's a water Pokemon. I can't believe you disrupted like this amazing track just for that shit. Yeah, they might as well have, you know. I feel like I just want to listen to this music all the time now. Let's see what's happening in the Pokemon fan club. Maybe someone there respects Dunsparce. Yes, I guess. Is it a Dunsparce? No, Rapidash. Is this the guy who's like, I hold it close when sleeping? Yes, hug it. It's warm and cuddly. Am I wrong in thinking in Gen 1 he says something like hold it close while sleeping? Maybe I'm just like making that up. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe that's just something that that's the Howie Mandel effect again. Are we just going, can we just like take on Lieutenant Surge straight up? Yeah, why not? I feel like this is going to go by really, really quickly because like this is just all like gym battle after gym battle after gym battle. Are we after accidentally doing a double battle again? Oh, for fuck's sake. Juggler Horton? This battle music kicks ass. What the hell? You save all the good remixes for the second half of the game? This is cool. The Vermilion City remix was really good. I actually haven't because like, and again, it was because like, I was like, I didn't feel like grinding. That was like the thing that turned me off like Soul Silver so much, was that like you get up to Claire. I don't think I even beat Claire. I think I got up to Claire and I was like, oh fuck this shit. I'm not going grinding like on the route after Mahogany Town for 10 hours just to be able to finish the game. Not this again. No. No. This is such a good remix. Hootspar's just like chewing the scenery here. Nobody asked. Spider-Man 2 Enter Electrode. This Quick Claw is crazy. Can someone like fact check what is the percentage chance of Quick Claw going off? Because like I feel like Quick Claw, this whole streaming series has been like kicking ass and taking names. Like the Quick Claw is like just been going crazy. I wonder if like Serene Grace is affecting it as well though. Maybe that's what it is. 20%. So it's like Serene Grace like affecting that though. Like 20% is already quite high. Like that's not bad. Like 1 out of 5 times. You could go to 5 or 6 stores or just 1. Stop trying to learn things. Stop! Put the cookie down! Shut up! If it like goes off again now, I'm gonna scream. Okay, it didn't. Well, maybe it still did. Please hit the owl. I'll pay you. Thank you. I can't wait until we get to Pewter City, because I love, like, Brock's team in this. I love Brock's team in Kanto and Gen 2. He has, like, Kabutops and Quagsire, I think. Like, he has a really cool team. Because, like, in the original games, like, he always just has, like, Onix and Geodude, because he's the first gym leader. But I'm pretty sure in this game, he has, like, some really, really cool Pokemon. He definitely has Kabutops. And I think he has Quagsire as well. I was just going to say, my brother and I are planning on watching Jingle All the Way tomorrow. Jingle All the Way is like, for my two brothers and me, actually, for some reason, Jingle All the Way has like cemented itself as being our go-to Christmas film. We love that film because it is just so... It's just so zany. Like, there's so much stuff like that goes down in that film. You have the guy who did the voice of Troy McClure, God rest his soul, is like the neighbor who's kind of sinister and implied to be trying to like start an affair with Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife, who also like is like also has like a reindeer for some reason. Like, he's like, I got a reindeer. Like, where does that even come from? You have Sinbad playing like a disgruntled postal worker who's like Arnold Schwarzenegger's rival to get the toy Turbo Man. Like, I've had it up to here with this Turbo Man. Who also like has a bomb, like an actual bomb. This guy carries around an actual bomb. He literally says, like, I just kept this bomb in case I needed it. Like, there's just so much stuff that goes down in that film. Like, it's insane. It's an insane film. Lyra? She'll get the message someday. You also have, do you remember, like, there's this one scene where they end up in, like Sinbad and Arnold Schwarzenegger end up in, like, a diner or something? Like, they end up, like, calling it quits at one point, and they end up in a diner. And then, like, Sinbad is drinking out of like a naggin of whiskey or whatever, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's talking about, like, I remember my life went downhill when my dad didn't buy me a such and such a thing or whatever. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger turns around and sees his kid, who's the same kid that played Anakin Skywalker, I think. Like, sees his kid, like, dressed in a postal worker's outfit with, like, a naggin of whiskey going, thanks, Dad. It's like, it's just so funny. Then there's, like, the whole, like, final scene, which is, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger dressed as Turbo Man, engaged in, like, a climactic battle with Sinbad dressed as, like, what's the villain's name again? I can't remember. Oh, now we have to do this crap again. I never understood the trick to this. It's always like, oh, if you find the first switch, the next switch will be two trash cans away. And I'm like, yeah, but 2 trash cans away in which direction? 2 trash cans away sequentially? 2 trash cans away sequentially. 2 trash cans away. 2 trash cans away where? Directly adjacent? Cardinal directions? Really? I can't believe I've been playing, like, Lieutenant Surge's dungeon for... So that means it has to be, like, one of these. This one, or this one. I have, like, a 33 and a third % chance. Oh, thank you. Jesus. What's the name of, like, the bad guy that Sinbad dresses up as? I know there's, like, the guy who's, like, dressed up as Booster. And at one point said, like... At one point, Sinbad says, "Nobody likes you, Booster." Then there's like that really weird like portion of the film where they end up like going with James Belushi to like this place where these like department store Santas are like making counterfeit toys, and they just end up in a fist fight with them. It's crazy. Like there's just so much shit that goes down in that film. And here he is, the lightning American who literally electrocuted his enemies to death on the battlefield. Lest we forget, he's like a war criminal. He probably like escaped to Kanto to avoid like prosecution at The Hague or something like that. It may not be very smart to challenge me, but it takes guts. When it comes to electric type Pokemon, I'm #1. I never lost on the battlefield. I'll zap you just like I do my enemies in battle. There, he says it! I told you he'd say it. There he is, the lightning American. Oh my god, this remix is like boss as well. I love Raichu's design. Like, I love Raichu as a Pokemon. It's so underloved because of Pikachu, but like, Raichu is such a beautiful Pokemon. I'm here like grooving. Like, this is a remix. Sorry, but this is a remix. Oh, I thought like Electro dying was part of the music. It was so class. I just heard like I was like, what the hell is that? Like someone just put an explosion noise into the soundtrack. There's a part coming up here that sounds like the piano at the start of Cynthia's theme in the background. Soon. There's like something about like brung, 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 brung in the background, like brung, 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 brung. That just makes me think of like the intro to Cynthia's theme. Not over yet, it's just beginning, kid. Ha! Tell that to my Quick Claw. Take a look at my chocolate blend. Or say hello to my chocolate blend. Well, look, and he survived it. I can't believe he did. Do you know what I was thinking about, like, Al Pacino being in that, like, Dunkin'... Oh, that's how he survived it, because of the light screen. Al Pacino being in, like, that Dunkachino commercial in Jack and Jill, that video, right? So get this. What's so fucking hilarious about that to me is that the whole joke in the film, right? So like, get this, right? The film is making a joke out of, isn't it like crazy? Isn't it hilarious? This like AAA actor Al Pacino is in this shitty like commercial, and then after seeing it, he's like, nobody can see this because he knows that it would be such like a blemish on his sterling acting career, right? So that's the joke, right? The joke is, one, there's this crazy ad, all singing, all dancing, Dunkachino, blah, blah, blah. I know it was you. Kids from 7 to 17, lining up for my Dunkachino, all the rest of it, right? So that, and then, like, it stops, and he's, like, Al Pacino was like, burn this. No one can see this. Because he knows that this would just be, like, for him, as, like, as an esteemed acting force, nobody could know that this piece of footage existed, right? It would just be an embarrassment. So that's the joke in the film. But surely the real joke is that Al Pacino is in this shitty-ass film like Jack and Jill, and obviously doesn't give a shit about that being like a vomit stain on his Wikipedia article filmography. Like, surely the joke is on Adam Sandler here, right? Like, he didn't even know he was making fun of himself. It's like he didn't even know we were laughing at him. He thought we were laughing with him. It's like, surely that's the real joke, isn't it? And not even Al Pacino thought of it at the time, obviously. It's like, it's crazy. TM34 Shockwave. Al Pacino is also in Scarface. Al Pacino is also in The Godfather franchise. Al Pacino is also in Scent of a Woman. Al Pacino is also in... He's in this, like, really good film called Insomnia, where, like, it's one of these two films that came out at the same time, where Robin Williams played a villain in a psychological thriller, or whatever. Like, two of my favorite films are Insomnia and 1 Hour Photo, and they're both kind of like these psychological thrillers where Robin Williams is the villain. They're both amazing movies if you haven't seen if you haven't seen either of them, right? Of course, like, 1 Hour Photo is best known for that scene where Robin Williams says, like, the inimitable Robin Williams' greatest quote of all time. Ooh, Neon Genesis Evangelion. What can he do? Like, but, Al Pacino plays, like, a cop, or, like, an FBI agent, or something like that, in that, like, in this film called Insomnia, where, like, he has insomnia, first of all, because of, like, post-traumatic stress disorder, and he's trying to, like, catch Robin Williams, but they're up, like, I think they're in, like, Alaska or somewhere. They're up by, like, the Arctic Circle, where there's also, like not constant daylight, but there's, like, it never gets, like, properly dark or something like that. It's, like, a really, like, unique sort of film. Both of them are. Like, I think technically 1 Hour Photo is the better film. It's the more intriguing one. Like, it is so good. Like, 1 Hour Photo is, like, a tour de force of like both the concept but also the acting. Like Robin Williams is acting in that film as the antagonist. Like he's the antagonist, but he's the main character technically, right? Whereas and in like Insomnia, he's actually the bad guy. Like he's the villain of the psychological thriller or whatever. They're both brilliant films. Like if you're looking for something to watch on Christmas Eve, look no further than 1 Hour Photo. Well, where do we go from here? Can we go through Diglett Cave? Oh no, there's a Snorlax in the way. Great. What's new, right? Wait a second, don't we play the radio to wake him up? Actually, don't... Oh yeah, but like we need to go to... Oh, now I remember. So I think what ends up happening is we need to go to Lavender Town, because that's where the radio tower is now. Can I just like... Do you know what I could do? I could just like switch you around, and then at least I could use Earthquake and kill you at the same time, right? Paddington, we love Paddington because one, it features Nicole Kidman also as a villain, which we love this, right? But also it has Ben Whishaw as Paddington's voice, and we love him as well. So Paddington is just super love, big love. And I think you're right, Empolo, about like 1 Hour Photo. Like the first time you watch that film, it's like it's just so captivating. It is one of those films that I think like the first time you watch it is like an experience. After that, it's enjoyable, but the first time's an experience. Like things like Memento is the same. Like the first time you watch it, or like The Machinist, just staying with like the psychological thriller thing. Like The Machinist is the same thing. I feel like a lot of films like that, because of the way that they're all about like kind of leading you through this kind of like this kind of twisted path, because of that, like they're never really the same the second time you watch them. If you haven't seen The Machinist, it's an amazing film as well. Oh, it's your favorite. Slack off, Austin. Yeah, psychological thrillers like Jingle All the Way. Like the feeling so turgid at 69. The Kindergarten Cop, like the storyline of Kindergarten Cop is also like just bizarre, right? There's a problem at the power plant apparently. Like Kindergarten Cop is literally, there's a villain, right, that the FBI are trying to catch. So what was that about the guy who tried to kill his... No, she got kidnapped and then he didn't want to pay the ransom. He'd prefer her to get killed so he can get the life insurance or something. Ruthless People, starring Danny DeVito and Bette Midler. Can we just straight up go and fight Sabrina? Also, what's up with this like sexy remix of Saffron City? Is there anything happening in the dojo, or is it like all abandoned? Hello, Karate King, the Fighting Dojo's masters in a cave in Johto, where you can catch Maril, very important to know. You can catch Pika Blue. Kindergarten Cop is like, it has just this bizarre storyline. Like, the storyline of Kindergarten Cop is there's some criminal that the FBI are trying to catch. So in order to try and find this guy, they find out that the guy's kid is in kindergarten in this town. So they send Arnold Schwarzenegger and his partner to go undercover there, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, otherwise known as John Kimball, is going to going to go undercover as a teacher in the kindergarten, right? So that he can get close to the kid and the mom, and then that way be able to apprehend the villain. Like, it's just a strange story. I can't believe, like, all of the well, not all. Most of the remixes in the first, like, the Johto half of this game, I didn't really care for. All of the remixes in the Kanto half are going hard, like, I swear. Oh, come on, let's not get onto this bullshit now. Yeah, I don't know, I love Johto. Like, I can't, like I was saying in the last video, I find it really hard to think of, like, which of the first 3 generations I like more. And I think it's because it was such, like, when I think about, like, when I played them, which was all between, like, the ages of, like, 9 and 13 or 14 or whatever. Like, that was such, like, again, like, I think that's such, like, a formative time of your life from, like, a media perspective, you know? So, like, playing each of them has, like, a really special place for me. That just, like, fuck all damage, are you for real? Like, playing each of them was such, like, a special experience for me at the time. Like, playing, like, I remember, like, with Generation 1, I didn't even have a Game Boy yet. I got to borrow, like, a family friend of ours, I got to borrow their Game Boy and their copy of Pokemon Blue. And I got to play it that way, but not finish it. Then I got my own Game Boy Color and my own copy of Pokemon Blue, right, new. And got to enjoy that, as well as Pokemon Stadium. Like, that was such, like, when I think about, like, that, like, the N64 years were just so, like, I enjoyed them so much, playing so much Mario 64 and Pokemon Stadium, like, really, mostly, was what I was playing. Ocarina of Time as well, but, like, a lot of Mario 64 and a lot of Pokemon Stadium and Stadium 2, and Pokemon Snap, obviously. And then, like, Pokemon Yellow, I can't remember if I ever told this story, but my copy of Pokemon Yellow, I literally bought off an ad in the paper, pretty much. There's, like, this thing that you used to be able to get here in Ireland, I'm not sure if it's, like, a common thing anywhere else, called the Buy and Sell, which was, like, a newspaper you bought, which was all just, like, ads for buying and selling things, because this was, like, before eBay or Done Deal or any of those kind of things, right? So, literally, you could buy this thing called the Buy and Sell, which was, like, a yellow newspaper. And all it was like ads for buying and selling. Yeah, I think that's 100% true. Like, I was 9 when I was born in 1990, right? So I was, like, literally, like, 9 years old when the Pokemon steamrolled the world, right? But, so, like, there was this, like, thing called the Buy and Sell, where it was just, like, a yellow newspaper you could get, and it would just have all ads for people, like, selling stuff or looking for stuff or whatever. And I like saw that someone was selling a cartridge of Pokemon Yellow in this. So I was like to my mom, "Hi, there's somebody selling Pokemon Yellow. Can we go and buy it?" And it was something like £15, because this was like pre-Euro even. This was like before the Euro. So like I bought. So then we like drove out to this person's house. He wasn't there. It was his mom was there. I can even remember what the mom looked like. And she was like, "Yeah, here it is," and that's how I bought it. And I loved Pokemon Yellow. Like, I think Pokemon Yellow, I just think is an astoundingly good game. It's the wickedly talented Pokemon Yellow. The wickedly talented Pokemon Yellow. Psychic Jared. Executor Audit. Executor Audit. Then, like, Pokemon Silver. I remember, like, looking forward to Pokemon Silver so much. And then getting it, and I remember, like, I feel like it was in the summer when I got it, because I remember getting it, and then just, like, my Game Boy Color being glued to me when I was playing it. Like, I feel like that's the thing. I had such like a euphoric experience playing Pokemon Silver. Like, I remember it being summertime and us like going to the park, and I just brought it with me and I was there playing it in the park. But I feel like as well then, like, Generation 3, I feel like Generation 3 is the one, like, where I have the most memories of the actual game playing experience for some reason. And, like, that's why that's, like, really special to me as well. Like, Generation 3, and I can't believe I've still not ever done, like, a Generation 3 Let's Play. Like, I've Let's Played Generation 1 games 3 times. There I was, like, last week talking about doing another one, right? I've still never done a series of a Gen 3 game. But, like, Gen 3, like, I have so many memories of playing it again because I think of the age that I was. I would have been, like, what, 13 when it came out? I think it came out in, like, 2003 or something like that. It's hard to say because I think it came out in 2003, but back then, a lot of the time, it wasn't like now where the games come out at the same time everywhere. Like, back then, the game would come out in Japan, like, 6 months or more before anywhere else. Then it would come out in America. Then it would come out in Europe. And then if you were lucky in Australia, it would come out 6 months later. Like, Australia, everything, not that I live there, but in Australia, like, everything used to come out, like, ages after everywhere else, because I think they had a far more kind of strict, ratings procedure for age rating and things like that. But yeah, so like I remember, like, when I was playing Gen 3, I remember so many memories of playing that. Memories of, like, looking for Shuppet. Is that, like, Sabrina there right now? No, that's just, like, one of the other trainers. My strategy for, like, navigating this gym hasn't changed, by the way. I just go to, like, whatever the teleporter is directly across from me, and then I get there eventually. Yup, there it is. I feel like, hang on a second, how much PP do I have? I probably have enough to get by, right? But I'd better, like, go out and heal up just in case. Especially since a lot of our Pokemon will have good special defense. I'd kind of like to just, like, Earthquake for the whole battle. And I feel like, I think she does that thing where, like, her first Pokemon is probably Mr. Mime, and then she just, like, sets up, like, Light Screen and Reflect, so I'll probably need all the PP I can get. She's probably like, "Don't keep me waiting. I need to leave on the ferry to MILF Manor later this evening." Sorry, I had to sneeze and then I had to blow my nose. But yeah, with like Gen 3, I have like all the memories of me playing it myself. I have memories of getting dive. I have memories of going to Sootopolis City. I have memories of how beautiful I thought Meteor Falls was. I have memories of the struggle to get Feebas and Milotic. I have, you know, I remember so much of it. It's unbelievable. And I have a lot of memories of that summer when I had it. Of like my cousin, who I used to hang out with a lot, actually. We were very close. Like my cousin staying over with us for like a week or two, like a couple of weeks during the summer. And us like just staying up playing Generation 3. I remember getting to Victory Road in Generation 3. I remember the place being full of Hariyamas. I remember us calling them Fatty Yama, like it was so funny. I remember us catching a Hariyama and naming it Poop Facey, male, female, male, female. Like, why do I remember so much of this stuff? I remember us, like, figuring out how to get like, Shedinja. Like, I remember, like, the hype for Gen 3. Like, I think that's another big part of it as well. It's, like, I think that was, like, when, oh, she knew I was trouble when I walked in. 3 years ago, I had a vision of your arrival. You after my badge. I don't enjoy battling, but it's my duty as a gym leader to confer badges on anyone who's proven him or herself worthy. Since you wish it, I will show you my psychic powers. Is she going to get her whip? Sabrina just, like, serves as well. Look, she actually has, like, she's powering up her psychic powers already. What was I saying? Like, Gen 3, I feel like a big part of it was that, like, that was, like, the first time that we had, like, internet access. We didn't have the internet up until before Gen 3. And, like, I remember so much, like, going on, like, I can't remember what site it must have been, but, like, whatever site I was looking to see, like, the updates of when, like, the upcoming Gen 3 games, and seeing, like, the screenshots of it and being like, oh my god, it looks amazing. Oh my god, you can see your reflection in the water when you stand next to it. Oh my god, you can see your footsteps in the sand when you're, like, walking on the beach. Like, I was just blown away by it. Absolutely, like, blown away by the screenshots I would see. So I think, like, Generation 3 was, like, one of my first experiences of, like, getting hyped for a game and, like, salivating, waiting for it to come out. Because of, like, how visible it was because of the internet, whereas, like, you didn't have that before. That's very bad, my special defense being lowered there. I feel like yeah, I think you're right. I feel like the graphics jump from Gen 2 to 3 is the biggest one. Like, for me, it wasn't until Sun and Moon that we saw, like, something that was similar, right? Because by and large, like, the Gen 4 games are, like, I wouldn't say comparable. Obviously, they look better because they have that, like, half 3D thing going on the DS. But, like, the difference in graphics between, like, Gen 1 and 2 and Gen 3 is, like, unbelievable. Like, it's absolutely... But I think that feels that way a lot with, like, the Game Boy Advance in general. Okay, this thing is gonna destroy me, I feel like. It's that like, look, getting my special defense lowered like that by Mr. Mime was really rotten luck. Stop going down. Stop going down. Stop going down! Is this the first time Dunsparce has fallen? Is that the first time Dunsparce has fallen? This is my trick, by the way, for not destroying the sanctity of the run. I can just use Pokeballs and then wait for the thing to kill me. 2 energy balls. I feel like we must have died once before, right? I feel like there must have been at least another, like, situation where Dunsparce was defeated. Gen 6 I never even played. Like, Gen 5 I played, like, I think a third of it, and then I stopped. Like, and then, but I feel like that was, like, because of the time it was as well, or something. Like, I don't know, that was, like, in the middle of my teenage years, and, like, later, like, my college days. Like, as well, like, with Generation 4, I didn't get Diamond and Pearl. I, like, waited until Platinum. Like, I just was not, I think I, like, went so hard on Pokemon, and I think I would just, like, fallen. I was playing other stuff. And I didn't get a DS, like, or a Wii until quite late into their lifespan as well. I'm going to deposit these guys because it's just, like, driving me crazy. Of all times for the Quick Claw not to trigger, it had to be there, right? Let's try again. So yeah, like, for some reason I wasn't that, like, Pokemon, like, obsessed in, like, when, like, again, like, the DS I didn't get until quite late into its lifespan. I got the DS Lite at one point, and got, like, but I never got, like, the original DS. And then, like, I had, like, Pokemon Platinum. I got, like, Pokemon Platinum first, and then afterwards I got Pearl second hand. And then, I don't know, I just wasn't really very interested. Black and White, like, I played the shit out of Pokemon Platinum. Like, I think Platinum, I put, like, almost more hours into that game than any other one, because that's when I was, like, big into, like, I was playing Pokemon Battle Revolution, I was EV training my Pokemon, I was putting teams together, all the rest of it. Generation 5, like, Black and White, I was excited for before it came out. Then I got it, and there was a lot that made it, like, it's almost like Scarlet and Violet, like, the same kind of, like, feeling that, like, when I played it, there was, like, stuff that I liked, but there was also a lot of stuff that made for, like, an experience that wasn't very exciting for me, I guess. Like, it was kind of like a divisive sort of game, and then I never ended up finishing it even. So, like, and I think that's the thing, it was so story-based that I was like, I don't want this. I think that was, like, the time when I was, like, really, like, rebelling against, like, story and, like, this whole, like, saving the world aspect being so, like, like, getting more and more critical in these Pokemon games, if you know what I mean, because you know how I feel about that. Like, like, my favorite thing about Gen 2 is, like, the balance of, like, the story and the becoming a Pokemon Master part. Because, like, the story is literally just, like, a Team Rocket story, just like in Gen 1, you know? But you also, but the main focus is you're becoming a Pokemon Master, right? I'm just gonna try this again. Yeah, like, I don't think it was that, like, I wasn't mature enough to feel the story of the game. I think I just didn't want I didn't want that story at all. You know? And as well, there was other stuff, like, I really liked, like, the emphasis on Black and White, like, only having new Pokemon. But because of, what the hell? And the Special Defense Lord again? Holy shit. This is not good. Like, I liked how Black and White were like, there's only going to be new Pokemon. That was one of the things that I was really hyped for. But then, like, there was the same Pokemon. It felt like there was the same Pokemon everywhere, because there weren't that many new Pokemon. And that was another thing that pissed me off, because, you know, one of the things that, like, I really love in Pokemon is when you have a sense of, like, place. Like, you hear it all the time. Like, when I'm like, oh, that's the place where you can catch Marill, that's the place where you can catch Lickitung, that's the place where you can catch Tangela, that's the place where you can catch this Pokemon, you know? Like, that's so important to me. Oh my god, we are, like, dying here. I feel like I should use Guard Spec the next time I'm trying. I feel like I'm gonna lose this unless the Quick Claw, like, saves our ass. And I feel like on my next attempt, I need to use Guard Spec because they keep lowering my special defense like this. That's what's killing me. Yeah, mimic me all you want. You Earthquake, whatever. But yeah, so I feel like there wasn't that same sense of, like, place. There was in, like, some senses, but, like, I don't know. It was just, like, not. As I say, I never even finished it. And as well, like, there's something, like, I've said this before, but I felt like the encounter rate in Black and White was, like, fucking obscene. So I just got used to get pissed off playing it. I used to be like, I'm just trying to get to the next town, and here I am, like, running into a Pokemon every 5 seconds. Please, like, I just wanted the Quick Claw to go off one more time. Just once more. We're dead. Okay, it has to be Guard Spec. She takes $8,400 off of me just for the privilege of kicking my ass as well. I thought that was as much. I think it has, like, an order that it kind of guides you towards, right? Like, I think they want you to go to Lavender Town and get the radio card and all the rest of it, right? But yeah, I think you're right. You can do them in any order, pretty much, except blue is always the last one, I think. I do have, like, a Guard Spec, don't I? I think I saw that in my inventory. Yeah, okay. I think that's going to be very worth it. Like, I think it'll have to be a combination of the Guard Spec and then, like, Quick Claw going off. Like, the thing is, like, Alakazam, like, it'll go, is like a wet paper bag, right? In terms of defense, all I need is for, like, Quick Claw to proc on Alakazam, and then it's done. It's good night, Irene, right? That's all. So it's just been, like, it's been bad luck that in the last attempt, I got, like, my special defense lowered twice by Psychic, which is, like, bad luck. And in the first one, it was, like, the critical hit, like, destroyed me. I'm lucky she only has 3 Pokemon, actually. I'm surprised. Okay. We'll use... The thing is, she's just going to use Calm Mind first turn anyway, isn't she? Oh, yeah, it probably does. Just like Focus Blast. Okay, here's the Calm Mind. So it's like, what, 6 of one, half dozen of the other now, right? Remember when I was saying how, like, the Quick Claw has been, like, going off, like, almost every single battle? Yes, critical hit! Okay, that's good. Now we're, like, so basically we got the Guard Spec for free compared to our last attempts, right? And the Quick Claw? I feel like Dunsparce is, like, let's get her done. Hello, how are you? Oh, did you see the dog? That's a dog, by the way. I need to, like, take that thing off. It's like, it's just, like, making people feel uncomfortable. Okay, now we heal. What, can you please, like, use something like Mimic or Light Screen or something like that? Something random? That's, like, a little rubber dog I got at, like, the till in a toy shop. It cost the princely sum of €2.50. No, it's like a sausage dog, a dachshund. And it has the same sort of, like, feel and texture as a Dunsparce. It has, like, rubbery skin, and it has, like, this soft yet firm resistance to it when you touch it. Turgid is the word I would use to describe it. So now it's just you and me. Reflect! The one time it just doesn't go ahead and use Psychic. Her AI is crazy though, like, cause usually like usually in these Pokemon games they have just a really like, there's two different types of AI, isn't there? Like, I know in Gen 1 the AI is divided into two types. There's like bad AI and good AI, right? So if they have bad AI, they'll just use something that's like if they have like bad AI, they'll just use whatever is like if they have bad AI, they'll just use like whatever's super effective. Even if that means they're doing something stupid, like you have a poison Pokemon and they use like Amnesia because it's a psychic type attack, or like agility or something like that, isn't it? But then they get better and better and better. And like what I found in Gen 4, especially with like characters like Cynthia, like in the Gen 4 games, in the Gen 4 games, there's like certain trainers that have like an AI that's like crazily random. Like Cynthia is like a good example, and I feel like Sabrina seems to have like almost that same sort of like AI going on, where it's like somewhat like unpredictable, right? Which that adds so much challenge to the game. It like really makes it like the Gen 4 games are the games where like I've really felt like I'm playing against an actual person, where you can't really very easily predict what they're going to do, you know? Okay, the Reflect wore off. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Like, the AI is very unpredictable. That's why, like, Cynthia is, like... I'd love to, like, see... I want to see the Iceberg YouTube video essay of, like, Cynthia's AI deconstructed. Because it's so fascinating to me, the way that the way that battle works. Like, there's a reason why that battle is, like, has, like, legendary status. Critical hit! We did it. We fucking did it. Finally, some good fucking food. She like had us on the ropes there. Seriously? Your power, it exceeds what I foresaw. Maybe it isn't possible to fully predict what the future holds. We got the Marsh badge. Cause like, there's no... oh my god, she's crazy. Like, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl... like, Shining Pearl, I have a lot of, like, criticism against it, right? But, like, the Elite Four, not just Cynthia, but the way that the Elite Four is set up, like, they are, like, those battles are fucking tough as all get out. Like, I had a team of Pokemon that were my favorites, really, but they were, like, strong Pokemon. Like, I had Torterra, I had Togekiss, I had Drifblim, I had Honchkrow. Who else did I have? I had Drifblim, Honchkrow, Togekiss, and... I'm trying to think. Drifblim, Honchkrow, Torterra, Togekiss. Who else did I have? Bastiodon. Dunkleostews. What else did I have? What was the 6th Pokemon again? It must have been like a water Pokemon, surely, wasn't it? I can't remember. Maybe it was Floatzel randomly. That would have been strange. But anyway, like, so I know what I'm doing. Like, I had a good team. Like, even Aaron was tough. Like, even Aaron was not like a pushover, right? Not to like diss on Aaron. We know, we love him in this channel, right? But like all of them were tough, right? All of them like had you on the ropes. All of their Pokemon have held items as well, which is crazy. Like, I've never seen them do that before. Like, they really amped it up. Then you get onto Cynthia. Cynthia is like hell in a handbasket. Like, I managed barely to defeat her on my first try, right? The only reason that I was able to defeat her is that I was able to like stall with Bastiodon and managed to like make it work somehow. Like, it was tough. Like, it is crazy. Like, it really like, and I think that's good, because it's good for even like kids of younger ages to like get through stuff like that, to learn how to be good enough to beat that stuff, you know. But so yeah, Cynthia, like my partner, who's been playing Pokemon just as long as I have, but doesn't play as strategically, admittedly. No, do you know what? I'm going like fighting Erica next. We're going to Celadon City. Like the he had to fight her like I think 4 times before he was able to beat her. Like, she's just tough, and she has strong Pokemon. That Milotic is so bulky, and her AI is so good at just like at playing the right card at the right time. Oh, I need to get caught to get into this cockamamie gym, don't I? Do you know what, as well? Like, I feel like with do you know what? Let's get Egg Sparse out. Though the gang's all here, right? Dunsparce and his groupies here. As well, I know I complained about it. Like, it's one of the things that I really don't like in Gen 4. Like, or in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl anyway, the remakes. The way that, like, if your Pokemon have, like, max friendship with you or whatever, they get critical hits, like, all the time. Or they'll, like, recover from status conditions, or they'll, like, survive, like, they'll endure hits or whatever. I honestly feel I probably wouldn't have been able to beat that game if that hadn't been part of it, because, like, the Elite Four was just so tough. Of course there's another double battle. This is like Peach's Garden on Mario Kart DS. Okay, how do I get through here? The one thing, what I don't like about the mechanic is that it happens all the time. Magnezone, that was my other Pokemon. Magnezone, Togekiss, Honchkrow, Torterra, Drifblim, and Bastiodon. It was like a real, like, classic Gen 4 team of my favorites. It was so good. But, it's not just that it makes it easier. I found that it, like, resulted in just all of the battles taking ages. Like, honestly, I'm not afraid to, like, admit it. Like, I ended up turning off the battle animations in that game because the battles just took too long. Like, the battles just were so, like, slow. There were so many little steps. like, it'd be like, oh, Magnezone got a critical hit to make you happy. That, like, it'd go like, critical hit, Magnezone got a critical hit to make you happy. Then you'd have to stop and wait while like a heart appeared over its head. Like, it was just like, everything took like 100 years in that game. It was just irritating. Oh, I love Jumpluff. There's something about like Jumpluff's like design, like the aesthetic of Jumpluff that I love. I don't know how to describe why it is, but there's just something kind of beautiful about it, isn't there? I think I'm just because I'm an impatient person. Like, if something is taking longer than I feel it has to, like, I'm like, stop it. Jumpluff is beautiful. What the hell is going on here? I thought Koga was the one with the... Here we go. I thought Koga was the one with the invisible walls here. It's Mush and Smush again. Oh, of course, this nonsense. Now we're gonna have this. Stop. Put the cookie down. It probably will after this, right? Because it will probably gain like another 4 levels. I'm gonna let it evolve, why not? He's been a loyal follower since the beginning, a loyal follower of the cult of the Dunsparce. I don't think I can even learn any moves. Dunsparce just knows 4 HMs, right? I think. Oh well, I guess we're not evolving after all. Executor Oddish. Executor Oddish. What is that behind her? There's another tree in here? There's more trees to cut down? Look at her. She looks like she didn't make the cut for MILF Manor. The other films that we were thinking of watching, like, tomorrow, because as, like, Christmas movies, was, like, and one of, like, our modern, like, favorite Christmas films is actually the Krampus film, which is, like, a comedy, Christmas comedy horror, right? So that's, like, one of our new, especially for my, like, younger brother and me, that's, like, one of our new, like, go-to Christmas films now. Which is, like, it's really good. Like, it's a good, like, comedy horror film. And the other one that I kind of like now as well is this film called, like, it's an older, like, family Christmas film from, like, the 2000s called Christmas with the Cranks. It features Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis and Dan Aykroyd. It's, like, a good, like, family Christmas movie. It's just, it's kind of zany in the same way that, like, Jingle All the Way is zany, you know? So, like, if you like Jingle All the Way, I can recommend Christmas with the Cranks. It's a good film. Like, I just love the premise of it. Like, the premise of it is, like, that there's, like, this couple, right, where, you know, their daughter is grown up, you know, they're retired, they're living their own life, and they're like, you know what, why go to all of the effort of, like, a big Christmas, you know? Why don't we just go on a cruise? They decide, like, they're going to focus on themselves for once, and they're like, let's go on a cruise instead of going to all this trouble, right? So, but the thing is, so they don't decorate for Christmas or anything at all. But, like, the thing is, everyone in their neighborhood are fucking, like, Christmas Nazis, and they're like, you have to decorate for Christmas, you're going to let the whole neighborhood down, and all of this kind of nonsense. You're going to let the whole neighborhood down, and we're not going to win the decorated Christmas competition or whatever. And Dan Aykroyd is like the grand poobah of the annoying neighbors. This gym is like the grand poobah of annoying gyms. I can't fucking... Can I, like, turn off, like, the upper layer of the thing? I, like, can't see where I'm going here. This thing is gonna give me, like, an aneurysm trying to do this. Get out of my way! My god. I can't get out of here. I can't use the escape rope to get out. I can't get out of this gym. This guy is in the way. What? That definitely didn't exist like 2 seconds ago. That way out didn't exist 2 seconds ago. Oh my god. So yeah, they're like, so Dan Aykroyd basically, like, establishes, like, kicks off a terrorist campaign against these two adults who just want to who just want to have a Christmas for themselves and go on a cruise and not have to like decorate just for no reason, just so their stupid neighborhood will win some competition, right? And like the whole thing is then like the friction and the conflict between them and their neighbors, right? It is so good. And like because you have like such good acting talent in it, like you have Tim Allen, Jamie Lee Curtis, and Dan Aykroyd, they all do a great job in it. It is so funny. Like, it's a good film. So yeah, if you're looking for like another kind of like kind of zany family Christmas comedy film or whatever, then look no further than Christmas with the Cranks. Okay, he cut this tree. Now, and so the gaps show where you're supposed to go, right? Yeah, but the thing is, like, I think, again, I get confused because of, like, this weird, like, 45-degree angle perspective these DS Pokemon games have, or whatever. So it's like, yes, am I supposed to, like, be where it is, or be where, like, it would be based on the, like, there's, like, a forced perspective or whatever, you know? Like, there, like, that was a good example of me getting, like, mixed up, like, confused by it, because I'm like, how under it do I need to be, you know? Yeah, well. So I think like this will probably be like a good one to use. Like I have like one more X accuracy. I feel like I should probably just use. This won't be difficult, but I feel like I should probably just use it, right? I'm afraid I might doze off. My name is Erica, leader of the Celadon Gym. My favorite Pokemon card that I ever got was Erica's Dragonair from the Gym Leader series of Pokemon cards. I remember getting that so vividly because it was like already dark when I got the package of Pokemon cards in Smith's Toys, where I also got that dog, the exact same dog, right? Where I got that exact same dog, Smith's Toys, I bought like the packet of Pokemon cards, the Gym Leader's Challenge or whatever, and I opened it in the shop, and I was so excited to have holographic Erica's Dragonair because it's a beautiful card. Like, it's absolutely beautiful. And then, guess what? Right after that, my mom lost her purse and never found it again. So it was like a strange, like, double memory of those two significant events happening at the same time. You think I'm worried about U-turn? I'm just gonna blizzard everything in your entire team. It's like, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. We're like going hard on the Arnold Schwarzenegger material this evening, aren't we? Are we seriously already like a quarter of the way through the, or no, like we're like a third of the way almost through the Kanto Gym Leaders? We're like going through this like a hot knife through butter. Oh yeah, I'm really scared of this all of a sudden, you know? Also, they made like Blossom Sprite so skinny in this game. Remember like Blossom used to be kind of like curvy? Now all of a sudden it's like this skinny little bitch. This skinny white girl. It just looks weird. Like Blossom used to look more normal before. Also, wasn't like, I remember like Blossom being blue before as well. Am I wrong? Am I like imagining something? Like I remember Blossom's body being like kind of blue, like Jumpluff blue. Not green. I remember it like being blue with like orangey red flowers. Now it's like green with red flowers on it. Well, Erica, you sure gave us a run for our money. So do we get Giga Drain now? I think we do. And another TM that we'll never use. But isn't this still when, like, Giga Drain was shit? Remember, like, Giga Drain was, like, the most pointless attack because it had, like, 5 PP and only did, like, 60 damage, right? Oh my god. What the fuck? Thank you. I'm not gonna go... I'm never coming back in here again after this. Thank you. Sanctuary, get me out of here. Jesus. So where do we go now? Do we go, like... I suppose we go... Let's go up to Cerulean City, I suppose. While we're here, though, what we should do is we should go to the store, right? Maybe you can buy ethers here. If you can buy... If I ever get to the point where I can buy ethers, it's all gonna be over. Kanto will fall. It'll be like everything was fine until the Fire Nation attacked. Everything was fine until Dunsparce got the ability to buy ether. Battle collection, so 5. So level 5. Otherwise, level 5 will ultimate. Is that Crasher Wake? Tell me about Wake. Why does he wear the mask? Oh, you're talking to me? Perhaps you're wondering why you'd shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane. Your eyes are on my Crasher Wake mask. Yeah, if I took that off, would you die? It would be extremely painful. You're a big guy. For you. No, I can never let it go. Huh? That's not it. You want the other mask. What? Turtwig mask? What? What? That's not enough? Quite the negotiator for your age. Alright, I'll give you this too. What the hell is happening here all of a sudden? Presents from you, for you, from one who wears the mask for the best. Don't be shy. Ha ha ha. God. Can't deal with this. Crasher Wake showing up out of nowhere. Giving us masks. Of all things, you know, giving us masks. Tell us about Wake. Why does he wear the mask? No, I don't want that. I want more, like, X accuracy and things. They're, like, the most useful items that nobody ever uses. Like, Guard Spec was, like, surprisingly useful in that one, so I'll get some more of them. But especially when I'm rocking, like, so many things, like Thunder and Blizzard, like, X accuracy makes such a difference. Is this the game where Misty isn't at the gym because she's having a date? Isn't that happening in this game as well? Maybe she's going to... Maybe she's at MILF Manor with, well, who would she be there with? I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me, viewers. Oh, do I need to do that? Maybe I'll leave that until, like, the next video, so... Maybe I can do Janine, so it'd be kind of cool to get, like, 4 gyms out of the way, wouldn't it? Because I feel like... Let me think, what way do they want us to do this? I think the way they want us to do this is to, like, go down to Fuchsia City, then over to, like, Cinnabar Island, then up to Pallet Town, isn't it? I think that's how they... Because you can't go backwards through... Well, you couldn't in Gen 1, and like, I just can't remember in Gen 2, but, like, Mount Moon is way smaller in this game, right? Because I know in Gen 1 you can't go backwards through Mount Moon, because, like, you have to, like, jump over a hedge to come out of there. Also, this route looks completely different. What the hell happened here? They got some major landscaping done. Yeah, I'll get on a bicycle. Eat, eat, eat. Doesn't anyone fuck anymore? Speaking of eating, all he wants is his lunch. Look at this guy. But yeah, I think that's the way they want you to do it, because I think they want you to kind of go, or maybe they want you to go to Lavender Town, get the radio card, and then wake up Snorlax and go through Diglett Cave. That would make sense as well, actually. But I feel like we can come down here and we can take on Janine first. Why not? We can always fly back up there then. Also, this place is after getting a little bit of a glow up. Did I just start another double battle? Oh, for fuck's sake! When will I learn my lesson about this? We've got these two. Are there, like, bikes supposed to look like a Heracross or something like that? I feel like, or something. Is it? Maybe, I'm not sure. I do know that they definitely kind of try and, like, funnel you in, like, a certain path. Like, you're right, you don't have to do the gym leaders, but, like, in terms of getting from city to city, or jungle to jungle, also starring Tim Allen. They do, like, is jungle to jungle? Yeah, Jungle to Jungle is the one with Tim Allen, because it's the one where, like, the kid from, like, the rainforest comes to live in New York with him or something like that, isn't it? So what's the one with The Rock then? The one with The Rock is Welcome to the Jungle, isn't it? The one with, like, isn't there, like, a movie with The Rock and Ashton Kutcher in it called something Jungle? Like, as I say, like, Welcome to the Jungle or something like that. I don't know where all these, like, random memories of these bizarre, like, films are coming from all of a sudden. I haven't even, like, seen that film, I don't think. I know it exists, but I don't think I've ever seen it. That Welcome to the Jungle movie. I've never seen that Jungle to Jungle film either, the one with Tim Allen. I just know it exists is all. Biker Theron? What a name. Well, no. Yeah, but Jungle to Jungle is definitely that one with Tim Allen and the boy from the rainforest that comes to live in New York, isn't it? I'm thinking of the right one. Because I think it's like, oh, he's coming from the jungle to the concrete jungle. Oh, hilarity ensues, you know? It's that kind of thing, isn't it? Yeah, Tim Allen, yeah. So what's the one with The Rock and Ashton Kutcher? The Rock and Ashton Kutcher. Or is it Ashton Kutcher? Well, no, I'll just look up The Rock filmography. This would be like going back in a time machine to my formative years. Yeah, The Mummy Returns. I remember we were so excited by that. We were like, The Rock is going to be in a film! The Scorpion King, The Rundown, Walking Tall, Be Cool, Doom, Southland Tales, Gridiron Gang, Reno 911 Miami, The Game Plan, Get Smart, Race to Witch Mountain, Planet 51, Tooth Fairy. Why did I get married? The Other Guys, You Again, Faster 5, Journey to the Mysterious Island, Snitch, G.I. Joe Retaliation, Pain and Gain, Fast and Furious 6, Empire State, Hercules. Where's this film? I know it exists. Hercules. Don't you mean Honcules? Furious 7, San Andreas, Gem and the Hologram, Central Intelligence, Moana, The Fate and the Furious, Baywatch, Rock and a Hard Place, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. No, that's not it. I know you're going to say you're thinking of Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. That's not it. Rampage, underrated modern classic. Skyscraper, Fighting with My Family, Shazam, Hobbs and Shaw, Jumanji The Next Level, Jungle Cruise. That's also not it. I'm not thinking of Jungle Cruise. Free Guy, Red Notice, DC, League of Super Pets, Black Adam, Red 1. Wait a second, where is this film? This film definitely exists. There's definitely a film where he's like... Where is it? I can't have made this up. This can't be like a film that I made up. Maybe it's like someone else and it's not The Rock at all. No, it's not Jungle Cruise. I told you it's not Jungle Cruise. Maybe I'll just look up Ashton Kutcher and see. Knowing me, it's not him at all. Knowing me, it's two completely different people. Health? What's wrong with it? He has vasculitis. What the hell? In August 22, Kutcher revealed that he was diagnosed with vasculitis. Okay, Ashton Kutcher filmography. Time to go back in time again. Coming soon. Down to You. Reindeer Games. Dude, Where's My Car? Texas Rangers. Just Married. My Boss's Daughter. Not to be confused with My Date with the President's Daughter. Cheaper by the Dozen. The Butterfly Effect. Guess Who? A Lot Like Love. Bobby the Guardian. Open Season. What Happens in Vegas. Spread. Personal Effect. Brothers Justice. Valentine's Day. This film has to exist. What is the run? That's it. No wonder I didn't see it. It's called, I knew it was called, yeah, Welcome to the Jungle. So is Ashton Kutcher not in it? Oh no, it's Sean William Scott is in it. The other one that's practically just the same, like, actor. There. Thank you. I thought I was going crazy. So it is like that film, it's just called something else. Okay, there we go. I thought I was going to lose it. Yeah, it's like there's all those, like, it's like there was that time when, like, who am I thinking of? There's like a couple of actors as well at the same time, like in the late 2000s, early 2010s, that were like all looked the same as well. Like not now, they don't. What is happening? Is the game like going fast or something? Is the game like going like really fast all of a sudden? Is it? No, it's not. It's, maybe the music was just going fast. I couldn't accept it. It was my descent into madness. It was like The Machinist. It was like Memento. I'll split the VOD up in such a way that it's like that it starts in the past and like it goes from like the beginning to the end to the beginning to the end to the beginning to the end to the beginning to the end, and then it'll meet in the middle when I finally realize that it's actually Welcome to the Jungle. That's the way it's gonna be. Yeah, his bike is definitely like a Heracross. It's like American Chopper. Yeah, just no context, like fevered reading of The Rock's filmography. That's all. I don't think anyone has ever read through The Rock's filmography in a more like in like a more exasperated manner. I was losing it. I was like, this film has to exist. Like, I haven't even seen the film, but I know that it has to exist. I remember when it was coming out. I remember when it was coming out because at the time, like, it's not like now, where literally The Rock is in more films than any other actor any year. Like, at the time, we knew The Rock as a wrestler. It's like, oh, The Rock, like, it's like I said, when, like, The Mummy Returns was coming out and The Rock was going to be in it, we were like, what? The Rock is going to be in a film? That's so cool. A wrestler is going to be in a film. Are you going to kill my Dunsparce? How dare you? Oh, thank you. That did jack shit. Wow. But yeah, like at the time we were like, what, a wrestler is going to be in a movie? The Rock is going to be in a movie? Little did we know that that would just be the beginning, right? He's now like one of the most successful like stars in Hollywood, like financially anyway. And you know, like what he does well. You know, the films that he's in, he does a good job in them, you know? Like, in fairness. Yeah, can you smell what The Rock... Yeah, we didn't smell what he was cooking at all. Little did we know. Lyra? Get back. I'm gonna block her. I tried to delete her number and I couldn't. Like, who even is she? She thinks she's like a main character. How convenient is it that the gym is just right next door to the Pokémon Center? But yeah, I think we're gonna do the... We're gonna see if we can pull off the Fuchsia City Gym. I'm gonna go ahead and like deposit the groupies here. She's not a main character in my game. In my game, she's just a nuisance. Can you? I kind of like want the experience though. I don't want to end up like, if I like, the more grinding at Mount Silver I can avoid, the better, to be honest. Plus usually the trainers are easy because usually the... What? A whole new level of pain. Usually the trainers are like about 10 levels like easier than the gym. Yeah, here, like the trainers are all like level 40 something. Which still, like, when you think about it, this Nidoqueen we're fighting is like the same level as like Lance's Pokemon, the champion for the Johto League. Also, this is like a great Nidoqueen sprite. Like, it looks exactly what the Pokemon should look like. It looks like exactly what the Pokemon should look like. It has so much character. 1995. A good year. So the one down there, so this is Janine, the one down here, is it? I imagine. Because Koga was in the it was in the middle, down the bottom corner pocket, right? Up to the left, okay. So the upper left. Thank you. This is going to be easy though, like. Like, I think if we can, again, I think, like, if we can use X accuracy, and then just, it'll be Fire Blast and Earthquake. Yeah, and they don't, like, I remember, like, for me in the Gen 1 games, there was always kind of a little bit of a difficulty spike at, like, the Fuchsia Gym. Like, for some reason, the Fuchsia Gym, like, the level jump when you got there was kind of quite high. All of a sudden. And like they also, like, I remember in the originals a lot of them had like Hypno, which was very like Hypno and Drowsy, which at that level were just very bulky, like good HP and like special defense and defensive stats or whatever. So like I always remember the Fuchsia Gym being that kind of little like hurdle once you get to it. Is it just me, or did her name just have 2 L's in it the second time we saw it there? So, like, is it? I'm pretty sure it did. What, this is her, the real one? Okay. Well. Fake news, Empolo, fake news. Fake news. Oh, and of course it's this piece of shit. Right out of the box. Am I right or am I right or am I right or am I right? Phil Connors? I thought it was you. Don't tell me you don't remember me, cause I sure as heck fire remember you. They tried to make a dupe out of you. I love that little piano. It's really like it totally channels that piano at the start of Cynthia's team. It doesn't. I don't anticipate us having this much trouble here, to be honest, Empolo. If we were able to get past like you were a Hornswoggled. Of course you'd use a full restore. Ha! Twice in a row. This might be alright. Like, what kind of a beast is this Dunsparce, by the way? Here we roll into the gym with a Dunsparce. It's 5 feet long, according to the Pokedex. And then it's like breathing fire, calling down thunder out of the sky, bringing like freezing, frigid blizzards, like causing the earth to quake. It's literally like a god on earth. It really is. It's crazy. Like, if you imagine it in your mind's eye, what this thing is doing, it's just crazy, this thing. Well, we're just pulling this one, we're just like guiding this one into the station at this point, really, aren't we? I shouldn't get too cocky. Do you remember I was steamrolling your father as well? Like, your father used to help me like that too. I was steamrolling your dad as well up until like the Crobat. That went to hell real quick. You've got a great battle technique. Yeah, you're not too shabby yourself. Her Pokemon are weaker though, like than Sabrina's. Like, I feel like since we did Sabrina's already, I feel like they didn't want us to do her one yet. She was definitely a tougher customer, especially from like an AI perspective. I see. You've defeated Koga, my father, and a member of the Elite Four to come here. No wonder you're strong. Here's the soul badge. Carve it into your soul, kid. Poison Jab is actually probably one of the best TMs they give you here. It's a brilliant attack. Alright. You couldn't just like turn off the stupid walls for a second. Walls fall. You made the very mountains crack, Jack. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, I think that's just about it for the stream this evening. So, like, we got so much done when I think about it. Oh my god. Like, we did, like, the whole Pokemon League. We're literally halfway done with the gyms and Kanto. Like, I anticipate, like, next stream, depending on how much time we have, we could get, like... We could, like, finish the Kanto gym leaders. Like, totally, like, we can finish the Kanto gym leaders. And then we just have to consider what do we want to do first. Like, I feel like Red should be the final thing. Like, if that's not the last thing we do, we're doing it wrong. So I think after we beat Kanto, do we want to do, like, the tougher versions of the Elite Four? I think we probably do, don't we? Because there is like a Elite Four remastered, isn't there? But I feel like that would be even harder than Red, because Red is just one battle, you know? I feel like I'd just do Red and leave it like that. I'm not sure I need to do, like, the hardened Elite Four just to, like, prove a point or something. I'll think about it. I'll see what people think as well, what they'd like to see, but I'm really, really happy. Like, I'm delighted that I was able to beat the Pokemon League. Thank you, everybody, for being here for this streaming series. It's been super fun so far. I hope you all have a lovely weekend and a lovely, like, holiday period. I hope you enjoy watching Jingle All the Way or Christmas with the Cranks or 1 Hour Photo, these classic Christmas films. And yeah, I'll catch you in the new year. I don't have any uploads set for over Christmas. So the next thing will be going up, like, well, I'll probably put the VOD of this up tomorrow. And then, like, there'll be more LP videos starting, like, Tuesday, I think. So, alright. So look after yourselves and enjoy the holidays. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.